So you want to learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, he loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time.
No, so it sounds interesting.
Two Beerded Guys.
Taylor's a drinker you should buy.
That's a nice set.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Looks like it. That looks tasty.
Bitch.
Right. Hotel milkshake.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds good.
There will be pert.
Oh, hey guys, we're supposed to be doing something. What is up? We're the Two Beerded Guys. I'm TBG_outs guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
And behind the mic, unfortunately, he counts.
Oscar and Matt.
As you can tell, the guest that John booked for today has canceled. Shocking.
His dad had minor heart issues, and he's just going to be a good son and go help him out.
You know, that's what you say.
That's what he told me. That's all. You know what? If he's lying, if that's an excuse, that makes him the bad person. Not
That
me.
definitely does. You don't make that as your excuse. That's how bad things happen.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Now, we're excited, and the reason I'm making fun of John is because we straight up have some fire booked coming up. I'm excited. We have some really cool people, whether it's next week, Anonymously Annoyed, the new podcast that will be streaming in the next month or so. I'm excited for them. Those girls will be...
There's something. There's something.
That'll be followed up by Hoosier Brewing. Multiple people from Hoosier will be here. I'm not... In the ad that leads up to that, it will tell you who's coming. So I'm going to leave that as a little bit of a teaser right now. After Christmas, Monday right after Christmas, just going to be us. But we do have a Christmas episode planned, so you'll need to tune in for that. Then we kick off the new year with Pilot Ben, followed by Andrew from Upland. He's the regional North manager.
Sweet.
Excited for that. Thad Schmidt from Michiana Beer Reviewers.
Good dude.
Then Smo Money roundup January.
Smartest man in beer.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have stupid bunch of fun coming up.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited. As you can tell, our social media has been ramped up a little bit. I have some plans for Twitter coming up and TikTok, so make sure you follow us on those as well.
I'm just going to let him do what he does.
I'm in full ADD mode right now, and it helps that I have so many Instagram pages I'm supposed to work on that it's just I've set days aside to just do that. We are almost caught up on Untapped. I have this notebook here still to do. It's going home with me tonight, but the other two notebooks are done. What'd you say?
Lucky. Gets to go home with you?
Yeah.
But the other two notebooks are already uploaded. Yeah, it's been something.
Yeah.
So it's time to drink, though.
Have we hit the 1K limit on that yet?
The what?
The 1K marker? We hit the benchmark on Tap?
Just short right now. We'll pass it very quickly on this one.
Oh, yeah.
With that being said, though, Matt, anticipated beer. Because there is some, and it can't be this one.
Yeah, there's a couple I'm really looking forward to. One, because we had it a while back. It's been sitting here ages, so I'm looking forward to see what it tastes like now. One, because it's a brewery that I normally have liked when we've had them. But I'm going to go with the Grimm that I don't know anything about, besides it's a stout that sounds like it's got some yummy stuff in it. And hopefully it's a good brewery.
I have no idea who even bought that. It's been on the shelf.
I think that was one of my recent ones.
I have no idea. I pulled it off the shelf, and I'm like, this looks fun.
Yeah, it's got enough stuff in there. Sounds kind of good. Hopefully it works out.
John.
Oh, the Firestone and Whistle Pig collab. The Whistle Monkey. Let's go.
Yeah, I just love that name.
Yeah.
That's just clever. For me, I'm going to go with the type of beer that I don't... no, I'm not. I was going to say the Kolsch, but... Let's be honest. I'm going with Einstocks Doppelbock. The Iceland brewery quickly became one of our favorites last year when we had a few. I love them. It's going to be fun.
That was almost a choice. They've been solid every time we've had them on here. I don't normally see them out and about to get them, but every time they've been on here, they've fucked.
I bought two today at Total Wine and More. At Hamilton Town Center, one that we're drinking tonight, another one that we'll have another time. Speaking of which, it is the holiday season. I know New Year's, a lot of people will take a month off drinking. One of the great ways to do that, actually, is to go to Total Wine, where you can still enjoy New Year's drinks with your friends or whatever, while being non-alcoholic. I counted 17 shelves today of non-alcoholic beer, spirits, and wine.
That's not 17 slots. That's 17 full shelves.
It was 17, like, because you know how the racks are set up in sections.
Yeah.
It's 17 shelves.
Jeez.
It was 3 sections, 17 total shelves. It was insane.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Are
And they were restocking them today.
Are they paying us? They should
They're
be.
not, but eventually there will be. That's my goal. That's my goal.
I like it.
I've been giving them some love today.
25 cents every post. Get rich quick.
I'll be there every day taking pictures. They will get more advertisement for 25 cents a post than they have ever got. Talk about margins, baby.
Right? Oh, Lord.
No, so it is. Yeah, pay attention to our socials because they're about to be stupid amounts of fun because I'm just bored right now and have so much time on my hands. I really don't. But I set aside time to do it. I'm the only unemployed person on the planet that's busier than most people who work.
Yeah. It's because there's so much shit we have to do that's not paid.
That's true. That I'm actually getting
that
done
we have
right
time
now.
to do.
Yeah. I'm throwing pins at John. Matt, you got anything for us?
Russ is on, says, it is time.
Damn straight it is.
And Brett says, what's up, you beautiful motherfuckers?
Damn, Brett's coming in hot.
Yeah, not even and Tyler, just like straight across the board. So
Wow. Someone got lucky last night.
I doubt it. He's married. Poor Brett. I love you. I promise I'm not this mean in real life. Wait, no,
You
I
are.
am. I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to kick off our beer with the one that we couldn't choose because it is our surprise beer. It was not in the picture because John decided he wanted to pull out something out of the cellar. I'd already taken the picture. He pulls this out of the cellar. It is the super massive Cafe Death Imperial Stout with coffee.
Massive. Super massive.
This is a 14.3%.
10 inches.
John's starting us off with a beer from June of 2021, and he's starting the night off with a 14.3. If this isn't a way to just make sure the rest of this show is fun, I don't know what is.
Gotta get it rolling.
But yeah, it's set in the cellar for a year, about a year and a half now.
that's about year 6, right?
I'm pretty excited for this.
Yes. I mean, I haven't gotten any of the new Rev stuff this winter yet, so.
I almost picked up the new Death Star today, but then I picked up our Christmas stuff, and I was like, I'm not spending the money on that too.
I'll
It's
stop
worth
and get
it.
some. I'll stop and get some.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
I just, don't want to spend that much money.
Brett says, nope, it's just the week of my birthday.
Oh,
It is.
well, happy birthday.
I thought even that's when he gets laid.
His birthday is, I doubt it.
Anniversary, birthday, Christmas?
His birthday is
He can say twice.
Oh, God,
Christmas
hold on,
in
hold on.
December?
His birthday is the 9th.
Oh.
Brett, let me know if I'm wrong.
Jeez, guy.
No, you can ask anybody in my family. I have to save their birthdays in my phone because I'm real bad with that.
Fair enough.
Oh, smell that.
Oh, it smells just... Here, you know what? For those of you that have never heard this, inspired in part by the disconcertingly large gravitational singularity at the center of our galaxy, we devised supermassive Cafe Death to be the midpoint of a theoretical bourbon barrel-aged stout coffee continuum. After a painstaking 18 months of aging, this slightly sweet blend of Death's Tart meets its cosmic binary in the form of freshly roasted dark matter coffee and to the tune of 10 pounds per oak barrel. Enjoy immediately
Yes.
or store cold. So we might have messed up there, but it's fine.
And Brett said, well, it's cool. It's basement temp. I mean,
Yeah.
it's chilled. Brett says it's Friday, Tyler. Close, no cigar.
Friday's the 9th.
Friday is the 9th.
Is it nice?
Yeah, so fuck off, Brett.
Oh, no, he just said it's Friday. I just didn't think Friday was the 9th. That was me.
Friday's the 9th. It's like, damn, I thought I had that one.
It still smells boozy as fuck.
His son's the only one I remember off the top of my head because it's 7-11-00. How easy is that?
I don't know.
Is
7-Eleven?
7-Eleven's a store,
always open, but they might not be doing business.
Yeah.
and 00 is just, you don't have to really remember anything. It's 2000. It's 0.
Dude, I can't smell anything, and I can smell this. I can't even breathe through my nose.
Yeah, this is boozy
This
as
is
shit.
still
I haven't even
boozy as
tasted it
shit
yet.
a year and a half
But that
later.
nose is booze forward.
It's
No, I say that in the best possible way.
a sweet, little syrupy.
I remember setting this back because it was booze forward, and we wanted to see what would happen a year later. It's still booze forward.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is warm going down.
It's warm going down, but I don't think it's really like booze on the tongue real bad.
No, I get more of the barrel on the tongue, but not necessarily boozy.
Yeah.
It's still boozy. The barrel is definitely there. I think, if I remember right, we even mentioned that it was like chewing on a barrel the first time we had it.
Possibly.
This isn't like chewing on a barrel. This might be licking a barrel.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're correct.
We're not quite chewing anymore. But,
No.
we took the entire inside of that
Got
barrel
the stave.
stave and just right down the side of it, you know?
Sure did.
It does almost give you the Kentucky hug going down, though. Like,
When you swallow that, it is warm the whole way
it's-
down.
What's funny is that sweet coffee is there, but it's not super roasty.
No, there's a little roast there, a little bitter, which blends nice with this style of stout anyways, because you get that sweet vanilla from the barrel.
I'm gonna get like a flavor like wave where it's like the sweet up front, and then it kind of tapers down to that coffee bitter at the end, and then the booze burn going down your not burn, but the booze heat going down your esophageal.
Slight viscous mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Not over the top,
Mouthful slightly viscous.
but definitely a slight viscosity.
Viscity?
There has to be a.
Is that a
It's
viscous
just
biscuit?
viscous, isn't it? Yeah. I really wanted to add like a Y to it. Just 'cause
Well,
it's-
you think viscosity. The viscosity.
yeah, you're right.
is-
There it is.
Yeah.
Now, the viscous mouthfeel, just slightly though. Still very good. This is not a 5 for me. Revolution has a shit ton of 5s for me, but this isn't one of them. But it is, for the ABV, for everything that goes into it, it is a tasty fucking beverage.
It's delicious. Yeah.
Now, with you being the resident,
I think it's on one of the notepads or one of the pieces of paper that got missed or got lost.
oh no, I was gonna
No.
say guys that really hate sweet things like.
Oh, this is not beaties in a glass.
No, now my more bigger question was gonna be like, how could you drink like a full 10 or 12 ounces of this, or is it too like at that point it's gonna be too sweet?
No, I think I absolutely could. The only difference is
It'd be a slow sipper.
It'd be a slow sipper. Slow sipper.
Slow slippery slope.
Huh. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have it.
Oh, yeah, it's actually one that is in the books. Must have been from an early one because it wasn't in the most recent one.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
We liked it a lot.
We did. Probably shouldn't have looked at that. But anyway, I'll still score it this time. This beer this time. But we did score it a 5 last time. So a year later, let's see how we do.
I like it. I think what's interesting, being 14 point whatever it is,
3.
like almost the body has dropped out a little bit, and there's hardly any carb at all. Like it did have some head on it, but it dissipated quickly, and I'm not sure you could come back.
Coax it back out.
Yeah.
So
So
coax that head.
So it is degraded a little bit as far as that part of it goes. I still like the flavors. I will go 4 1/4 this time.
I'm shocked I gave it a 5 last time.
Maybe last time it tasted different.
I mean, it did, because I remember it being even... But I typically don't like beers that I feel like I'm chewing the barrel. And this one, while still being licking the barrel, that means I guarantee
I bet the coffee flavors dropped out a little bit in this.
I bet. That has to be it. I still enjoy it, and I'd still recommend it. I'll still give it a 4. Matt, you count today, so what are you giving it?
Go to Best John, 4 1/4. It's still really good. It does have, being the booze hound and beer black, love the ABV. I appreciate that for 14 and change. It drinks fairly smooth.
Yeah.
And it's got a good flavor to it, but I think some of the coffee must have dropped out. Like it's not quite as
It's not balanced.
balanced as I think it probably normally is where I expect from Rev.
Still extremely tasty, and it's still over a 4, which tells you right there, like, we have complaints about it. Now they're minor, and we're nitpicking. But complaints about it, and we're still like, yeah, this is still a 4.
Makes me wonder with
Or
the regular
4
Cafe Death, what that coffee's holding up like, because I know we've got some of that too.
Yeah, I almost grabbed it. Instead, grabbed this one. Mostly because,
Yeah. But maybe the Cafe Death ones don't sit on as long.
Cold. Maybe it's our boss.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still stored cellar temp. It's not bad. If
Yeah.
Now I kind of wonder
we ever
though.
fix that fridge, it'll be stored slightly below cellar temp, which will be nice. But
I was just thinking.
one of these days.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of Rev beers, and we normally get them pretty fresh and crack them and slam them down because they're delicious.
Yeah.
Have we had many that we've aged that we've actually tried?
I
after the
have.
fact?
I mean, I have. I've had multiple.
We did the dark mode that was a year aged.
Yeah, and it was
and
really
that
good.
turned out really good.
I've had
Okay.
straight jacket over a year aged a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering maybe if like we just never really tried it to see how they aged, or if this was just kind of a meh.
I know a lot of people who age Revolution.
Okay.
And they're happy with them.
Fair enough.
I mean, like I said, we still are over a 4.
We've aged
Yeah,
the
not
rye
that this is bad. Just I kind of,
We've aged the barley wine.
Yeah. We've aged a couple of the barley lines because we
Yeah.
have Mine Chef too.
Yeah.
Okay.
My chef gap.
Well, you ran through the docket of Rev beers. We got like, holy shit, we've got like all of them. It's like Pokemon. They're all in there.
I pulled out the drawer that they're all in, and it was just like, ah.
Yeah. Which none out of this year. So I'm gonna have to buy some.
Yeah, we are a year behind on that.
Yep.
It's weird.
I've started not to discount it, but like I've started or take it for granted, but it's not something I've stayed up on.
Well, it sucked because their basic wood series, the Destar Straight Jacket, we can pretty much always get when they come out.
Yeah.
Now,
Not an
and then the
urgency.
ones that are the new ones don't make it to us a lot of times, so there's no rush for us to go to the liquor store. We'd have to go up to the Chicago area to get some of those
Yeah.
other ones. So it's like today, I was at Total Wine. There was Death Star, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy this. Oh no, there's something else.
typically not
I'll get
there.
something else. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's that.
Because like Death Star is normally like a year-round kind of thing, right? Or is that just seasonal?
It's technically season. Well, it's not seasonal.
Death Star's released in June.
Yeah, but they release a lot of it,
so.
and Indy for some reason doesn't
Lingers a
seem to
tad.
buy it up.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
Especially
hearty
that liquor
beer.
store.
Sucks.
That liquor store, 146 in River, always has their
Oh yeah, always.
wood series.
Yep.
And it's weird because Indy I think Indy as a whole takes Revolution for granted.
Yep.
Because I've
That's fair.
sent some out west to some people before, and it's been like they're just like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
We've got our good barrel age programs.
This is shit we take for granted around here.
Yeah.
That tells you right there how fucking good we have it
People
sometimes.
buy more Revolution.
Yeah. Because the more you buy it, the more Total Wine will buy. And they have the buying power to possibly get us some of the stuff that's hard to get from
Yeah,
Chicago.
and then
Oh, yeah.
the more Revolution will send,
Yeah. Tyler wants more.
thus
Yes.
completing the circle of beer.
All right, so we had a 4 1/4 on Supermassive from 2021.
Yep.
This is now the Taj Mahal Premium Lager beer, slow brewed in India from the finest malts and hops. This is a 4.5%. Tyler has a really bad habit of when he goes to Total Wine buying as many beers from outside the country as humanly possible.
Yeah, you do. That's your thing at Total Wine.
So this
Problem
is
is
slow.
they're more expensive.
This is slow brew. Is this like a sun tea kind of thing? Just like kind of sits out there.
I don't know. Sure. You know what? Sure.
I would just like to think like this big still just sitting out there, just warming by the sunlight.
I kind of wonder if you use RO water.
This is either going to be really good or really bad, I have a feeling.
Well, I'm glad you think it's going to be polarizing one way or the other. It's going to leave an impression, you think, huh?
I do.
Just not necessarily a good one.
We'll see. That's a big ass bottle.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Big ass bottle.
If I had a nickel.
It's a 1 pint, 6 fluid ounce bottle.
So 22 ounces.
Yeah, it's a bomber.
Double deuce.
All right. Well.
Should have had this when we had 4 people.
There's a wonderful picture of the Taj Mahal on the Taj Mahal beer.
Yeah, we don't have it. We've never had a beer on the show from India.
No. I mean, it's super clear.
There's also one in the fridge from
It
South
is.
Africa.
Nice.
Oh, Tyler had some fun that day.
So perhaps they did RO, or they just got way better water than we got here in America.
Technically, I think I bought 2 beers from India that day, a lager and a pilsner.
Okay.
We're going to find out if India beer's any good real quick.
Tastes like a lager.
Yeah.
Actually, it tastes like a fucking crispy boy.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
bready without being over the top. I love the spice notes that almost come off the
I
nose.
don't get much. I don't get much spice notes.
I'm not talking on the taste.
Oh.
That nose, when I first smelled it, gave me a nice, like, weird, like, ooh, hey, hello. Taste it really sweet, bready without being, it doesn't linger sweet. It's sweet and then it's gone. That's why I called it a crispy boy, because it's sweet and then it's gone.
That's so crushable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got
That is a bomber that you show up with and
you're gonna go get
it's
made fun of
gone.
until people try it.
yeah, and it's gone real quick. You sit there and go, Just out the bottle. Just gone.
Yeah, I would actually. That is easy drinking.
That is that, and I like the amount of carb that it's got. Like you can still see some little residual bubbles gurgling up the top. It's got a good bubble in the mouth,
But not so much like some lagers that's going to make you belch while trying to drink it the whole time.
Not burpy.
Like you could drink a 22-ounce bomber of it because it's not so carb that you're like, oh, God.
I'm really pretty impressed.
It's just pleasant across the board, pretty much. Mark the tape. We got a good.
Shorted it.
Now we're gonna have to
knocked
try
over
the
it.
other beer from India.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. It's probably going to be shit because this one was good.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, law of averages.
I am very impressed. This one was definitely one of those when I purchased it, I was like, it's the same price as the 12-ounce German beers, and it's like a big bottle. Oh, dude, that's not saying a lot. Fuck it.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Again, my favorite shelf is the foreign beers.
There's it's just very clean. There's
So
not
clean.
much flavor, much anyway, one direction or the other. It's not bitter. It's not super sweet.
You
It's
get like
just
that initial
crisp and
bready
clean.
sweetness.
Yeah.
Initial bready sweetness,
Yeah.
and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's just a crispy boy after that.
Wow.
We have a good friend that would love that. He's a big crispy boy fan.
Put his name around with a Schmite.
Yeah.
Chris Knight.
Oh, yes, but no, that's not who I was
That's
thinking.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
Who were you thinking of?
it's a
Like every other post he's got's a crispy boy.
fantastic beer. I'm shocked. I don't know how else to say it. The mouthfeel is effervescent without being over the top bubbly.
Yeah.
Just clean, crisp. I'm gonna score it first. I'm gonna give it a 4. Like this is absolutely a 4 lager for me.
Matt.
Actually, no, it's a 4.25. That is a 4.25 lager for me.
Well, Tyler stole my thunder. I was going to go a 4.25 on this, but then he bird dogged me and changed his
did.
score.
Oh my god, that big gulp was even good.
Look what you did.
That is crushable.
What do
See
you,
what you did?
you
Sorry,
got a
Matt.
lager that I liked, or that now we have the same score?
He made you the average because I was going to go 4.
I didn't even need to do that. That's amazing. So it is a 4.25 average. That's really funny. Even when Matt doesn't try to be the average, he still ends up being the
I was
average.
gonna say, I'm just right all the time, man. It's rough being
You
me.
weren't until he changed his goddamn score.
But then he realized how right I was before I even wins.
It's just too good a fucking crispy boy not to.
It's a good crispy.
And when I took a big gulp and it still was phenomenal, it was like, yeah, this is a 4.25.
What's ABV again?
4.25, I think. I think that's what I saw. 4.5. 4.5.
I mean, any of your big liquor stores, see if they got it because
That's worth a try, especially
that's worth seeking out.
Yeah.
That's something different and weird, and people probably mock you for like, oh, this beer, huh? And then you try it, like, oh, that's actually.
If I remember right, too, I bought this bottle for like $3.25 for a bomber.
Really?
I'm fairly certain I spent like $3.
$3.25.
Yeah,
for
If I-
22.
Well,
that's
well,
price
I know it was under $4. Like,
under an under $4 bomber. That is priced for the bad decision shelf.
Right.
Well, that tastes.
while being a seek-outable beer. Like if they
Yeah.
had more today, there's a good chance I go back and pick up more.
Yeah. There's a good chance I follow you.
It becomes my like new party beer. Just grab a handful of bombers these.
Yeah.
That's my new party beer.
Woo.
Show up to the Christmas parties this year.
Double fisted.
Dude, instead of Edward 40, it's Edward 22s. Just
Hey,
Down.
I just it
Good.
was good across the board, and like everything was pleasant. Like
yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers.
that's just surprising.
I mean, I kick it out of bed just on the floor.
Oh shit! Woo, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard
That's
that.
a good one, John.
I'd like to give you credit as that being a John original. If it's not, don't tell me otherwise.
That was a good one. I ain't mad at that.
Speaking of quotes, I watched Shorzy. I've got it on marathon this
About
weekend.
time.
Yeah. I
Doesn't
treat you
take
so
much
good.
of a marathon. Yeah.
I'm telling you,
treat you
Shorzy's
so
better
good.
than Letterkenny in my opinion.
I think so.
Well, this is just one continuous overarching story of one group as
Now
opposed
I miss some of the
bifurcating through
characters
four.
because I
yeah.
love some of the characters from Letterkenny, obviously. But
But Glenn and J-Rock showed back up, though, so that was cool.
I
Yes.
love
Completely different characters.
That was. I loved. Glenn. I actually liked Glenn more in Shoresy than I did in Letterkenny as well.
What? Hey, Wayne. He's like so great.
I hate Glenn in Letterkenny.
He's an early Letterkenny still.
No, I'm on season 4 now.
So he's mid Letterkenny.
Did you know there's like a South Park version of Letterkenny too that's like them as kids?
Yeah.
I couldn't make it through the first episode.
I heard it wasn't very good.
It was so
It's in my
bad.
like to get around to list, but no one that I know has seen it and said it was any
I
good.
got halfway
so.
through the first episode and was just like, I can't. Mostly because Daryl's voice, or no, it's not Daryl. It's
Wayne?
it's Wayne. It's
voice?
Wayne's voice in that is just it ear rapes you. Like I hate it
Oh.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's not consensual.
because it is like they tried to take that voice and like really really child it up with some weird like lisp and all, and it is just bad. It is not pleasant to listen to.
Fair enough.
The animation isn't all that great. Like it's like I was all excited. I found it. Was like, oh yes, and then went, nope, never mind.
Put that right back where I found
This
it.
is what I thought of Letterkenny originally, except I made it actually 5 episodes in before I made this decision the first time.
Nice.
And then now I love Letterkenny, but that's beside the point.
Water him down.
Yes, we did.
There are still major faults, and I've talked about those.
Sure.
Like-
and you know what? I love Letterkenny, but you're right. Like,
Yeah.
there's some there's some hit or miss episodes.
But if you haven't seen Shoresy yet, even if you don't like Letterkenny, I absolutely recommend watching Shoresy.
And then if you like Shores, then you should go back and watch Letterkenny because get your finger out of your ass.
Shoresy is just so much fun.
So much fun.
And Brett says, I know how that feels to have to listen to a voice I don't want to listen to.
You choose to watch the show, Brett.
He didn't say you.
All right, so our next beer, since 1908.
It could be the voices in his head.
Because, of course, Tyler had to buy another German beer a while back. This is Kolsch beer brewed traditionally in Cologne, Germany. It's the Gaffel Kolsch since 1908. This is from Private Brewery, Gaffel, Becker and Company from Cologne, Germany.
That's Cologne, not colon.
It's Cologne.
You ever been to Cologne? You ever been to Cologne, John?
4.8%. The ingredients: water, barley malt, hop extract.
Extract?
Done.
German purity law.
But
2/14/2023 is when it's good till. They have a best by date on it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I really am.
So with the purity law and everything, an extract qualifies in purity?
It's still a hop product.
Okay, when I heard product, John had the same look on his face that I did. It's just you couldn't see
Well,
mine.
I'm so used to like
huh?
the malt extract.
And you got to think with a Kolsch, of course yours pours with a much easier head, pouring it the exact same way I did. The
Oh
other two.
yeah, I give easy head.
Good for staff.
Speaking of that, Brett said, isn't Cologne where John's hole is? The John hole?
I'm over 40 now,
So
so
we get spelunking?
Gotta get that check, bud.
Got that to look forward to?
doctor said now they push it back to 50, unless you have a family history.
Oh, well. Maybe by the time I'll need one, it would be like
I'm
70.
like, are we sure?
So, according to this can, John was actually hoping for that. According to this can, though, it's a real Kolsch only when it's from Cologne, Germany.
No.
Kind of like, what is it, bubbly.
They're kind of hipster.
Champagne?
Champagne is only champagne, technically, if it's from Champagne, France.
Not champagne. Illinois?
With a couple exceptions because
Well, yeah, but
Corbel actually is grandfathered in.
Corbel got grandfathered in for that. I love it. But in general,
Yeah.
so that's kind of cool that, like, evidently, I didn't know that Kolsch is the same way.
Could you get like a loophole on that in Champaign, Illinois? Like,
I doubt it. No.
Oh, damn.
We're still Champagne.
I hate him.
I grew up near there for a little bit, a couple of years.
Where have you not lived in the Midwest?
I haven't technically lived in Kentucky. I visited
Thank
there.
God.
I visited there a
But
lot.
say technically,
Thank God.
I visited a lot.
You got
There's a
family
lot
down
of
there?
areas in Kentucky that are great to visit. You just don't want to get stuck there.
Oh, there's an area where we own property at that is not great.
Well, that makes sense. It's Kentucky.
I mean, you go up to visit your uncle and you hope he doesn't shoot you.
It's Kentucky. John, you're telling me things I already knew, bro.
Yeah. We go to an uncle's house and be like, is this the one who shoots us first, or does he let us ask questions first.
Is this one we can announce or we get shot at?
Yeah.
Because that depends if I put on my vest.
Yeah. That's just family.
All right, so I'm not a big Kolsch fan. So I when I saw this can and it was the German Kolsch, I was like, all right, I got to buy it. But I'm not a Kolsch guy, so let's see how.
Brett says, "Do you have to have a passport to leave Brazil, Indiana?"
Only if you're going to
not if you're going to Peru.
well, but if you're going to Mexico City, they want a passport for that.
Chile's fine. Lima's fine.
Fucking Indiana. Versailles.
Is there actually
That's
a Mexico City, Indiana?
Oh yeah, there is.
What?
Yeah, it's literally called Mexico City, Indiana.
Okay.
Oh, we were lazy as shit with 90%.
How did I not know that until right now?
Oh yeah, there's Peru, Mexico City, Brazil.
There's Lima's Ohio, maybe. There's probably.
There's
Lima.
a Lima.
There's Chile.
There's a Lima, Indiana too. There's a Chile, Indiana.
See, the thing about Ohio though is we took everyone else's country names and just fucked them up. So instead of Lima, it's Lima, Ohio.
Well, that's why we say Versailles instead of Versailles.
Peru, not Peru.
Yeah. So Versailles, Ohio instead of Versailles. We got Rushi instead of Russia.
Oh, there's Rushville.
Well, there's literally Rushville in Indiana. It's spelled Russiaville, but it's called Rushville.
Ours is spelled Russia, and everyone calls it Rushi. I'm like, how the fuck? And we got Versailles.
Oh, my bad. It's just Mexico, Indiana. Yeah. It's one of Mexico City, Indiana. It's just Mexico, Indiana.
Versailles, Atlanta? We got a hot Atlanta, Indiana, too?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, we had Egypt in Ohio, and it was out in BFE, so I was like, that's where it came from.
Oh, yeah.
It was Egypt,
Actually,
Ohio.
Atlanta's up around Delaware County, if I remember right. Oh, no, it's in Hamilton County.
Yeah, Atlanta's.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it was in a place I used to live. Yep. One of those counties.
We have Reynolds has a location up there.
We have so much random. It cracks me up the amount of all right, guys, we need to name this thing Atlanta. Didn't we burn that not long ago?
And no, when we use the Native American names, there's La Fontaine.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we call it La Fountain.
No, of course we do.
Yeah.
Duh. Muncie's just literally named after Chief Muncie.
There's the Muncie curse, too. You know about that one, right?
Which one's that?
If you're born and raised in Muncie and you leave, you don't take a jar of dirt, you're bound to end up back in Muncie.
Evidently, that's Yorktown too.
You've got to take some dirt with you, otherwise you're bound to come back.
Again, evidently that's Yorktown too, because my brother tried to leave, I've tried to leave, and we both end up back in Yorktown.
Take a jar of dirt next time.
Oh, I'm gonna jar of dirt.
Just a ball jar of work.
Can I run away? Can I run away like Johnny Depp while I do it? But it has to be a ball jar, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
That's implied already. If you don't know that,
if you don't, you're definitely going back.
Well, and if it's not a ball jar, if you didn't automatically just do a ball jar, you clearly aren't from that area.
Yeah.
You didn't need to take one because you're not from that area.
That's exactly how I play it, because I learned about that from people when I went to school there. And they're like, you know about the Muncie curse? It's like, what? They're like, oh, no, yeah, it didn't apply to you. Yeah, I forgot. You moved in here. I'm like, well, now I need to know what it is. And that's why I found out.
My mom, this is how, local my family is. My mom, in her storage unit and in the attic, has multiple cases of ball jars. Oh. No, just cases of ball jars. Empty ball jars. Some are new, some are old. Some are antique, some are worth money, but we have cases.
How do you differentiate
of ball jars?
It's a glass ball jar.
Oh, no, we have the ones that are blue in color that are old as shit, the purple ones that are old as shit, the green ones that are old as shit. We have the old clear ones. We have a whole lot of the modern clear ones. We have a shit ton of ball jars. Let me just put it that way. My inheritance.
Why did I buy ball jars a couple months ago?
I don't know. You didn't ask me. Should have said something, dude.
So you got a Tyler's Ball Jar Emporium.
Dude, my inheritance, my brothers and I inheritance, I think, is just ball jars.
That's fair. The girls get Star Wars shit, so.
And he just say his mom was native?
No.
Was she a tough native? Isn't that redundant?
That's redundant.
All right, anyway. Dude, definitely tell he just watched Shoresy. I love it.
Yeah. How do you get some new material?
There's a flavor in there that pops up that I just don't like.
I'm the same way, and I can't figure it out.
And I want to attribute it to the hops extract, but that's just me overthinking it.
I also think it's realistically neither one of us like Kolsch's that well, and that's the problem. So this beer just
it's there, and it's not on the first taste, but then it pops up and it's like, ugh.
Now I got on the first taste, I'm getting it. See if we got the same thing here. At the very end,
yeah.
Oh, I big gulped it got worse.
And Brett says Muncie's like Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave.
so accurate.
I don't. Yeah.
It's Kolsche. If you like Kolsch's, I think you'll enjoy it. I'm not a huge Kolsch fan, which doesn't help this beer in the least.
I always felt like Kolsch was supposed to be a little more bittery or a little more almost sourish. Am I way off base on that?
Definitely not sour.
Okay.
No.
Salty maybe? No.
No, that's a
A
Goza.
little more.
Goza.
hoppy,
I was thinking
but-
Goza.
Typically, there's a little more hops in local Kolsch's. Again, this is a German Kolsch. Which means I actually like our versions better, and I don't like our versions either.
Yeah.
This is not
So
going to
low
be...
bar, huh?
I'm going to be honest, this is probably not a fair assessment of this beer. But based on John, Matt, and
That goes first.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not. It has a weird aftertaste to me, and that lingers. Like, it's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't find it pleasant.
I'll give it a. I mean, I'm gonna drink it. It's gonna hand it to me or anything. Like if I bought, like I don't know. I'll give it a 2.5. Like it could be a good version of this, and I don't know because I'm not as versed in Kolsch, so I'm just gonna kind of ding it slightly lower than average.
I'll stick to my 2.75. It's because that's the one thing, and it makes it not undrinkable to me. It just I'm not liking it.
So still obviously in the drinkable range, which we didn't even talk about the score because it's the three of us.
Shit.
I'll do that in just a second. I'll do that in just a second. Still technically in the drinkable range for me, but I'm giving it a 2.
All right.
It will be a 2.5 average. You don't have to look it up.
Look at that. Who was right again? And I went first. Fuck you, John.
God damn it.
I almost changed my score. Because of that. I really did. I thought about doing 1.75 just to make it a 2.25. Like I almost did. Anyway, though, just so you know, for those of you that may not, because we forgot to do it because we don't have a guest and I didn't have to remind anyone. Our scoring system is based on the untapped. That's why it's in quarter increments because we're cheap. We don't pay for it, so it's not the 0.1.
I did a 0.10.
Who needs tenths anyway?
I don't know, but I kind of want to randomly, now that we have like 1,000 beers on Untapped, to randomly change it to that, just so the scores look funny as shit. But other than that, it's 3 is a perfectly average beer for us because we think 2.5 would be shitting on breweries. So 3 is perfectly average, above 3, obviously above average. 4 or higher is seek out. So like when we were talking about with the Taj Mahal especially, we were like, hey, this is one John and I are planning on going to buy more of.
Yeah.
This is a seek outable beer. That's 4 or higher. 4, 7, 5, and 5. Not only is it seek out, that is just jingle your tingles, tingle your jingles, twix your tweeter, all that good stuff.
Stuff in your mouth,
Not
baby.
motherfucker stuff. Under 3, but that 2 to 3 range, still very drinkable. A lot of local core beers can be that way. 2 to 3, still very drinkable. Under 2, that's where you're like, shit, I bought this, or it was given to me. Fine, I'll drink it. Whatever. Under 1, so that 2.55 and 0.75,
Oh,
that is
gross.
drain pour.
Except, don't drain pour.
Well, yeah, we've never done that on the show, but actually, I don't think.
There's sober kids in Africa.
I didn't expect John to say that.
I was expecting you to when you didn't. I was like, that hung out too long.
Yeah, he teed you up for it. And I completely forgot about it, but yeah, that was
No,
perfect.
it was more. I'm not used to John. John hates that saying, so
I don't hate it. I actually really like it. But it could be a little bit cringy.
Exactly, that's the best part.
I don't know where this folds in, but Brett says caress the cockles.
Hey, speaking of which, guys, actually, I'm going to ask the couple viewers who are currently watching
It's fair.
if we made a "Don't Drain Pour" their Sober Kids in Africa shirt for the Two Beerded Guys, would you buy it?
I think it would depend a little bit on the art going with it.
Oh, I don't think it would.
I think it could make a
I
big
don't
impact.
think so. I really don't. Give us a comment. And besides, let's be honest, Brandon would be the one making it. The art will look cool.
I
Fair point.
was going to actually call out Brandon and be like, well, if we get our concepts here soon. But he just took possession. He's a little bit.
Yeah, he's a little busy. For those of you that don't remember, Brandon, who was on the show not that long ago, is in the process of his Indiegogo funding for his new brick-and-mortar brewery. He's finally going to be able to sell beer, not just shirts.
Yeah.
We are stupid excited for that. The Indiegogo is still going for another 10 days, I think it is. Make sure you support it. I've actually told family members. Actually, Brett's wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I literally I sent her the Indiegogo page, and I go, send some money Brandon's way.
Yeah.
That was literally what I told her for my Christmas gift. Plus, if she does it, Brett will get free brewery swag, which we both know Brett will be happy with. So it's kind of a like, give me a birthday gift by supporting a friend, and Brett gets free shit. So, you know, I figured Brett would owe me a beer then. Win-win.
Checks out. That's
My
right.
Christmas gift gets Brett free shit. I mean, I was thinking I'd get a free beer out of that in the long run.
Brett says yes, so he would probably be on the.
Brett would buy it in a friggin' heartbeat. I know my brother.
I actually honestly thought, I was like, I know I got Matt something, but I haven't gotten Tyler anything yet. I should get him something off Tyler's Rollo.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
100%. No, but seriously, check that out. Brandon just took, as John reminded us, just took possession of his building. So the concept for our next couple shirts is a little behind, and you know what? I'm more than okay with
I'm
that.
cool with that.
That dude can take all the time he needs to get that building up and running because
Yes.
I just want to go drink flights.
Like I said, about damn time, more so.
I just want to go drink flights.
I do. And you know what? We talk about Flight Club because that's the rule. Number one.
Talk about Flight Club.
Flight Club.
What's the second rule?
Talk about Flight Club.
Don't talk about Fight Club. No,
Third rule? We got that?
talk about
drink beer.
flight. Don't talk about fight.
Like I say, if it's your first time, you got to get a flight.
Yes.
No, I mean, that's the thing is, he's the type of
good
brewery that's going to
Yeah,
change.
I like that.
Are we going to make a shirt for
Oh,
him?
that's good.
First rule of Flight Club, talk about Flight Club. Second rule of Flight Club, talk about Flight Club. Third rule, if it's your first time at Flight Club, you got to get a flight.
Gotta get a flight.
Yes.
Brandon, we're doing your marketing for you.
We know you're busy. I just want a nickel for each shirt.
That's gonna be on the back.
You
It's
get
almost
a
like
penny.
almost like one of those concert shirts. So you got Flight Club logo on the front, and then on the back you got the rules of Flight Club.
God, that works.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it does.
I always love like the little patch on the chest and then like the stuff
Now
on the
we've
back.
earned the nickel per shirt.
I
Originally, it was
literally
just a
just
penny.
said that, yes.
And originally, it was just the penny per shirt.
Yeah.
But like now, we've actually earned the nickel.
Yeah.
I know my self-worth. I know I'm worth a nickel.
I don't know. You fucking shaved again. At least the mustache is gone. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's true.
But he looks so young with his baby face like that. It's so weird.
Yeah, I kept looking up when I was like washing my hands and in the bathroom. They're like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's me for right
At least
now."
we know he washes his hands.
That's good.
Anyway, so we have another beer for you because we're
Drinking.
Normally
That's what we do?
Well, normally we're fast as shit when it's just three of us. We're really like struggling right now. It's fine. John, make a comment. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Is phrasing dead in this group?
This is Wise Man Brewing. This is the Jose Gose Margarita Gosa aged in tequila barrels.
Gross.
I'm really excited, but I'm also afraid the flavors dropped because
This is from last
It's
year.
been up there for a minute. Long enough that I feel like we had it before.
I couldn't find it in the
It's
pictures.
fair.
It's 2021,
Oh, it's a year old.
and by like 2021, I mean it kind of looks like maybe April of 2021. So
So it's almost a year and
8 months.
8 months old.
It looked like a Christmas beer though with the can.
I know. It's kind of like a little bit.
Red and green, wise man.
But you also got to think, like Mexican flag.
All right, I guess that makes me the asshole.
That checks out.
But wise man, I mean, like
Well,
like
that's the brewery name.
there's
It's Wise
Are
Man
you
Brewing.
saying Mexicans? No, I can't.
Stop it.
no, I was like the three wise men of Christmas lore.
Yeah. Yeah, this is from their social distancing series. That's so
Oh.
funny.
This is gonna be a adventure.
Social distances beer for 20 months.
Oh my god, that might be my favorite comment ever. It is 5.1%. I'm so happy.
John's on a heater tonight, man. Bringing it.
You are on a good one right now.
Ooh, buddy, whatever you did at work today, keep that up, huh?
It appears to be from North Carolina.
Is it your birthday week too, John?
That's North Carolina, right?
Yeah, that's North
Yeah,
Carolina.
that's what I thought.
What, NC? Yeah.
Well, it was.
It's the shape.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's not an oven mitt.
I was like, I think that's the North Carolina shape.
Oh no, I watched a movie which you know how everyone does like the hand for
There's no nothing
for,
in the nose.
Yeah.
Michigan. Like someone did like the gun for Texas. I was like, oh, that's appropriate as fuck.
That fits.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That flavor's still there. That flavor's good.
Huh.
That's kind of margarita-ish. I'm not mad at this.
Yeah. I thought almost kind of warheadish.
Little bit, but I'm getting more of the salt, which is why I stay with the margarita. Because, like we talked about recently, that one margarita beer we had didn't have a lot of that salt.
Yeah.
You didn't feel like margarita. This has the salt to kind of make you go, okay.
The aftertaste of this tastes like I just licked the rim of a margarita glass.
Yeah, it does.
Licked Rick's rim? What?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going with.
A little bit. I still get that tequila barrel. I love that kind of like almost warheady, but not quite margarita flavor. That salt's there. Like Matt said, like the aftertaste is very much like I licked the rim of my glass.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I got you, bud. I got you.
Glass rim, John. Glass rim.
There's a G and an L in front of it.
Brett says new tag for the under one beers. You need to social distance these.
That's actually pretty good. Beers that should be social distanced.
Yes.
Anything under a 1. I'm not mad at this. I was worried. Like, I pulled this beer out of the fridge today, and it came from the bottom drawer of the fridge, which is the drawer we clearly forget about, evidently. Because it...
At one point, that was the newer stuff.
Well, the one right above that. The one right above that was the newer stuff, usually. We originally didn't have access to the bottom drawer, and then Steph gave us the bottom drawer, and I think we forgot that we had the bottom drawer.
That's a spillover drawer?
I think everything I looked in there was like from like mid-2021.
Probably.
We had a party and get rid of some of that or something.
That is the plan. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Teaser.
But like straight up, I started to pull this out. I'm like, no. And then I'm like, it's a
Phrasing's dead, John.
Oh, I'm still stuck on Steph gave us the bottom drawer.
That's where I keep all my stuff.
I like to put my stuff there.
That's clearly wrong.
I'm glad your wife doesn't watch this show.
Oh, I would all get smacked right now.
All of a sudden,
I said nothing about any
all
of
of a
that.
sudden you hear down the steps. Whack! And just back up. Oh, shit. By the way, real quick, just a reminder, for those of you that weren't here to hear our upcoming guests, make sure you check out Facebook and Instagram every Wednesday. From here on out, on Wednesdays, it will have a Facebook post announcing the following Monday's guest.
Always a caveat, an asterisk. Always subject to change.
Yeah, technically it's always subject to change, but
Fine print.
I believe most of the upcoming guests, unless, something weird happens, I think will be good. They're mostly reliable people and businesses, and that's also why I'm doing it, posting on Wednesdays before Mondays, because if you post a business, it's going to be somewhere. It looks real bad when they don't show up.
That's fair.
I'm not an asshole.
No, you're abrasive.
I like it though.
Especially with some of the people coming in, it's like the perfect way to tie them to it.
You're committed now, bitch.
Well, Smo always shows up.
I'm not worried about slow.
Next week will be interesting.
Next week's going to be interesting.
Do we
Wednesday,
think next week's going to show?
yes. It's going to be announced on their social media too
All right.
that they'll be here. So,
I remind you they were supposed to observe tonight. So
but that wasn't
Yeah, I
necessarily.
know, we don't have any
that wasn't.
viewers.
That was just an extra thing, right? It's going to be on their social media that they'll be here. So, if they don't, then they're going to have to print a retraction, and that looks bad.
I can't wait
their
for your
new pack.
retraction. Because that'll be you who types it up.
No, their retraction.
Oh, sorry.
Their retraction. Oh, I'm enjoying this way too much.
It was that 14% we started with. We should do that every episode.
Viv and Tess is actually just Tyler and John.
It's actually not that far off.
Posing as like 25-year-old girls.
We're catfishing
Ladies,
the
women.
we're catfishing the shit out of people. Oh,
All you need is a picture and an Instagram account, right?
John takes
I got all that,
John
yeah.
takes the pictures. I do the Instagram.
I mean, that all sounds really wrong there.
It's so accurate.
Got a real second. So about this beer. It's what is this? Margarita Hosa.
7 Instagrams. That's now what I fucking run.
I like it. Oh, this beer, I go first. I think it's fantastic. Even at 20 months old, really freaking good.
So flavorful.
I wish we would have drank it fresher, but as it is, it's still a 4.
I agree with John. Like, I'm also a little scared to have drank it sooner because this is still very tequila barrel tasting. This is still very tart, very salty. Like, I almost worried that earlier would have been almost overwhelming, especially for someone like Matt, maybe, that's not really his type of flavors.
We'll probably need
Because he's not a tequila guy, he's not a sour guy. Like, a lot of things go into this beer that Matt normally wouldn't like. So this might actually help it score because it's aged down to Matt's level. But I'm telling you, this beer this time, I love it. I'm giving it a 4 as well.
Yeah.
Well, all the things Tyler said, I'm going to agree with his synopsis of my... I think they succeeded on what they were trying to do. I am just not the demographic. So I can only fault them so much for that. But I will say I do fear that this is poking the bear on the heartburn situation with this one. At least with me.
I believe that.
Yeah.
So, I think you would have to watch how much you're drinking on this if you have an issue with that too. So, roundabout, I'm going to give it a 3.75.
I'll admit, I'm a little nervous to have a full can myself because of that. But not because of the flavor, but because of that.
I'd still do it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll take Tums.
So I'll give it a
Whatever else I need.
3.75 with that and some personal apprehensions, but trying to give it for what it did.
It's one of those where you're drinking. You're taking a Prozac beforehand.
Oh no, that's every day, baby.
I'm luckily not at that level.
It's a bad day if I don't do that.
It does come out to a 4 average, which is a 20-month-old beer.
Yeah, and imagine how old that is too. Like that has held up really well, especially for
Wise Man Brewing. I'm gonna give you a round of applause.
I gotta give him props for that. Like flavor didn't really drop, but if it did, God to have pity on the man that drinks it fresh.
All right, so we are going to stop it, even though we have 5 beers upcoming. We're going to stop now because we're going to take our quick break. I'm excited. Luckily, 2 of the upcoming are 12. Actually, we have 3 12-ounces upcoming.
Yeah.
Luckily,
that works out. Probably. We started with a 14.5%. We're going to say luckily.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the upcoming. I have 1 beer I'm scared of. After that, I'm pumped. So
should be good.
I'm TBG_Ops guy.
I am my dog B&Q.
Oscar and Matt.
Check out all our sponsors. Make sure you watch or listen to Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews as well. We'll be right back in just a minute.
BRB. There it is.
years was.
Yeah. They're falling off.
They had a good one. You know, it happens.
And like I said,
They did well.
Talked to
and
people when I was out of town this weekend, and they said that things have kind of shifted over there a bit. So
it's an understatement. Anyway,
I think it's like swinging like back.
Oh, back to the good side.
Yeah,
that'll be nice. Welcome back, Jesus. All the shit you bought.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good birthday. It was a great goddamn birthday. We spent so much money and got so much shit.
We did. They had all their shit so cheap. Welcome back to the second half of the Two Beerded Guys. We're currently talking about when we visited Revolution for his birthday a couple years ago.
White Day. And we hit Albany's on the way back, too.
Yeah, we did. We need to make a trip back.
That was the birthday they kept on giving.
God, it did. But we just...
Yeah, it did.
We bought so much shit while at Revolution, but at the same time, like, they had it for so cheap.
Yeah.
That we bought so much shit.
We got 4 General Lissimo jackets and spent $100.
I wear mine all the fucking time still.
Down.
Oh, there it is.
Good.
I was looking for that. Found it.
Yeah, that's a good mug.
I'll show Matt later.
I thought there was going to be some boobs.
No.
I wonder where I saved that picture.
What did I say that?
Can there be a segment where one of us, or all of us, get boob pics during the show?
I feel like that already happens.
Can we facilitate that for the other two of us?
See what we figure out.
I feel like that already happens, though.
All 3 of us, though, Tyler.
Oh.
All 3 of us.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But, like...
He's
mean,
Gucci over there.
Brett, send yours to Matt.
You know what? I'm not even
That
thinking
actually
this
is pretty
point.
accurate. That's pretty accurate. If Matt's going to get anything, it's going to be from a dude.
Matt's phone number. Let me
Put it on the internet. Put it on the internet. Anyway, welcome back. I'm excited. Make sure you check out our advertisements, our partners, our sponsors, depending on what it is.
Do we have advertised?
On the right side of the screen. Also, when we go to CanCam, check out Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
our drunken boobs.
Because without Turf's Up Radio, we wouldn't be able to do the Two Beerded Guys drunken movie reviews. Just a reminder, you always get your hint for the movie of the night up behind us.
45 minutes.
That one's going to be a little tough. I will say that, so I'll go ahead and just tell you what it is.
Because every other quote was like the entire board
Yeah, it was
times
very long.
3.
Yeah, I know. We are reviewing White Christmas today, a Christmas classic with
As
Bing
we are
Crosby.
entering last month.
We are excited for... Unfortunately, we're only doing one because we were supposed to do a doubleheader today.
Did you not get the YouTube link for Frosty I sent?
Did not.
I got it, but I didn't get to it.
So I recorded...
25 minutes.
you know what's really funny, though? On YouTube TV, which I have through my brother, it showed that it was on, and I can record stuff on there. So I recorded it 3 times this week. Never once did it actually show. They played other movies on Freeform instead.
Damn.
I recorded random ass shit 3 different times that was supposed to be Frosty.
You know what? I'm going to give this YouTube channel a shout out.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was going to try to get to it, but by the time
I did not see it.
I got through White
I
Christmas.
think I remember you sending it. I just don't remember actually looking at it.
Yeah,
It
so
was like 10:30 last night. I was like, I got to go to
But
bed.
so we'll do Frosty next week on top of the movie next week. Which Matt, do you remember what is next week?
I don't, but I can sure find it really quick.
this YouTube channel is animated cartoons for children, and it has the entire 25-minute 1080p episode of
Is Frosty
the
really
Snowman.
only 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do a review on a 25-minute movie.
We did it for the
did it with the
Grinch,
Grinch.
and our review was just as long as the
That is fair.
25-minute
That
show.
actually
It was
is
longer
fair.
than the
I
show.
don't know if there's
longer.
as much bone on this meat
I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. I can't remember.
on this bone as on Grinch, but
There's a lot of great stuff I like about it. There was...
Matt wants
I think Matt wants to chew some bone. I get it.
That's
But
what I was gonna
there
say.
is
don't eat meat, but you're like the bone.
It would have been a good side-by-side conversation with White Christmas is all I'm going to say.
Well, I apologize.
This week we will be approaching Love Actually.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
That'll be a good side-by-side with Frosty.
Let's hope so.
I
Which
might,
does not star Scarlett Johansson.
I might enjoy one of those movies.
You know what?
Hint,
Fuck.
it's the one that's going to be 25 minutes.
Ooh, there's some hop residue in this one. I can see it.
Oh, talk about heartburn. That is a thick boy.
God, and this is why I'm getting off Tavor this
Ooh, he
this
found a
week.
new one.
Well, I just got an email I was checking. I was like, oh, it's a barrel-aged stout. Like, motherfucker, this is
Who's
the
it
top.
by? Get it.
Cycle Brewing?
Cycle's solid.
Because I feel like I remember them doing pretty all right.
All right, so this is the
Here's why
Imperial.
he's getting off.
This is the Imperial Dank
Oh, boy.
Star. Picked this beer out specifically because of the name and label tonight. Also, it's 11%. You're welcome.
It was suggested to me that I get the Death Star tattooed on my head.
Not on your head.
That's what it was suggested to
No.
me. I didn't.
Who suggested it?
The tattoo artist.
No, he is. No, tell Matt, fuck off.
It's not Matt.
Mike.
Is it some guy in
It's an
Cincinnati?
M, right? Oh, okay. Guy in Cincinnati.
Oh, the shop that Brett works at.
Okay. All right, so this is Civil Society Brewing. Random side.
If you're going to get a head tattoo, it should be Millennium Falcon. Am I right?
The Death Star would be the ideal.
Because get it?
I get it.
All right, so 11%. This is from Jupiter, Florida, which means it probably tastes like shit. Civil Society Brewing. No, in all fairness, I have a feeling this is old because it came from the same shelf as the last one. But there's no date on this one, so I don't know that for a
I
fact.
feel like I remember seeing that can a long time. So I'm going to take you back on that one.
Oh my god. There's a
is,
lot of hot matter.
Yeah, it's hot matter's in my head. I'm gonna break him or something.
It almost looks like a jack-o'-lantern that got split in twain for this hop on the front of
There
it.
is still... Take a drink of that, because I'm a little shocked with how much flavor is still in this.
Yeah.
That is still very sweet, very fruity.
Huh.
And I guarantee it's as old as the last beer. It was from the same shelf, and I found nothing in that drawer that was less than, like, May of 21.
That mouthfeel is combination soft, yet also a little bit of lingering, but not lingering hot bitterness. Lingering more like an orange skin bitterness.
Yes, I agree.
That's very precise, John.
Well, you use orange peel with cooking a lot, so that's an easy flavor for people.
I wouldn't have thought of that,
that.
but yeah, that's a very on the nose.
Orange peel is used a lot in baking. It's used a lot in cocktails, and it's actually used a lot in meats, which is another reason John would know it.
You're using cocktail sauce recently.
Orange peel is a very useful thing. Adds a citrus and bitter element at the same time. It's one of the few things where you get both without the sweet. It's going to get dinged for me immediately because of the hot matter. That is an absurd amount.
Yeah.
When all three of us could be like,
it's covered up the entire bottle.
hey, yeah, look how thick that is in the corner of my glass.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Well, it's actually not as bad as you guys, but
Once
that's
again,
not
it's
saying
like
much.
in my head.
Like Penny Lane? Beatles reference. I know, not the big demographic here, but
Man, that is... I just got a piece of that. I told it a little too far. I really like that piney resin that's there without being over the top. It is such a, like, just brief. Then
Yeah.
you get that orange peel, that beautiful citrusy bitter to go along with a very sweet... It is a little thicker than I like in my IPAs. Actually, a lot thicker than I like in my IPAs. I am very much a clean IPA guy. And it can be hazy. It doesn't need that much fucking matter to be hazy.
And the citrus is orange.
Oh, it's very
It's
much.
not grapefruit.
No.
It's not lime or lemon. It is orange.
If you wondered what they used, there is I guarantee Citra hops in this, and they punched it through with as much orange as humanly possible. I
Obviously, a ton of dry hop.
wish it told us on here what they used, because I would bet my life savings that there's Citra in here. Good news is, even if I'm wrong, my life savings is like 32 cents.
I was gonna say $5. I was giving you too much credit.
Oh, yeah. I spent that $5 already. If I have $5, it got spent.
Because he bought all those $4 Indian beers.
Not yet. Soon.
He's investing it.
I want more of those. It's my new party beer.
You know what's
Not
funny
this.
about this though? This isn't bad. I
Coffee
do
and
enjoy
burp
this.
already, though.
I don't want to drink the rest of it though. Like I'm almost cringing at drinking the rest of this.
This is a heartburn nightmare.
Yes,
Yeah, I keep burping already.
that's where I'm at. It's great flavor, but I am so scared of this hot burn.
This is pretty good flavor, but for the resident non-IPA, non-hoppy guy, like, this one is a bit, I don't know if it's the hot burn or the citrus or what, but I'm getting a little tear up coming down the back end here. Phrasing is dead, yes, John.
I was able to keep a lot of the hot matter down there by slamming it down and then slamming it back. But the flavor's great. It is going to be very heartburn inducing. It's already burp-inducing. The flavor's awesome. I'm not mad at the flavor at all.
Yeah, the flavor's fine.
Especially as old a beer as this is. I'm extremely impressed by that.
Yeah.
What bugs me is you can get that flavor
Without
that much hop matter left.
yeah.
Because you can dry hop a beer and then still not have that kind of hop matter left.
Yeah.
That's laziness to me.
Yeah, that is.
And I think too many breweries are starting to do it. I think there's too many breweries going, you know what, we just leave it in there, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
That's the thing is, I care. There's a lot of people who care. I hate seeing that in my glass.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's... God, this is going to be... You score first in this, don't you?
It's a tough one to score because I like the flavor so much.
Yeah.
Which is weird to say for a hazy for me. I like the flavor so much, but I hate the laziness in the brewing, the leaving the hop matter, and because the hop matter's in it, it just adds to the hot heartburn.
We talk about the drinking experience.
It ruins the experience.
It does. Like, I didn't want to finish that because I was afraid of all that hot matter going down my throat.
Which I was lucky. I figured out that if I tapped it twice, threw it back, and set it back down, I still got some.
Yeah.
But I didn't get as much.
Tap it twice, then get some. Is that what I heard?
Damn straight.
Make sure it doesn't go down your throat.
Making sure I'm getting the rules here. I'm trying to write things down. Take
No
notes.
swallowing.
Man,
No chunks.
I'm not.
God, if it's chunky, that's bad. That's like you gotta go to the doctor.
Stop it. I don't know what the fucking score. Matt, you want to go first because it's supposed to be me and I don't want to score.
I'll let you go ahead, but yeah, this is more fun to watch. I mean,
I'm going to give it a 3.75. The flavor's a 4.5. Wow. But I will never seek this out because of that. I'm going to give it a 3.5. It gets dinged that hard for me. It's a 3.5.
Wow. I am not going to be the average this time.
Because I think the flavor's a 4.5. But the laziness in the brewing, the drinking experience, it drops it all the way down to a 3.5. It loses a full point for me.
Dude, I'm with the heartburn-inducing factor that's on that. Like just that little bit we got, I'm already getting half torn up. That it's hoppier, more burny than I care. The flavor is kind of good, but there's all those chunks in there. I'm going to 2.75, man.
Jesus.
Like there was just enough about that like I can't drink that. Like it's not even a want to. It's I can't.
So
my issue is I think the flavor's a 4.5.
If I drink a whole glass of that, I would die.
the flavor is fantastic. But if I am scared to drink you, I can't even give that an average then. So I was going to go 2.75 as well.
See, I wasn't scared to drink it. I was just more annoyed.
I was a little scared.
No, yeah, if I drink
So what's
more
the
than
average
that,
on
I would
Three.
not be able to drink it. Like,
Yeah, average is a 3.
wow, I was as far as I thought I was. Brett says he's now watching on both feeds. He's getting us on stereo. Video stereo?
Oh, how bad's the delay between which?
Can we do VR?
Hey, which one's farther behind, YouTube or Facebook? I'm curious.
If you actually have a really small screen, put one in front of your right eye and one in front of
Facebook.
your left eye, do you see it in 3D?
Probably.
I bet Facebook's farther behind.
I should get one of those.
Matt, what's your
special
bet?
VR episode?
Facebook or YouTube? Which one's more delayed?
How do I know?
No, it's a guess.
Oh.
Brett's gonna tell us.
Probably Facebook. I mean, come on, they're slow.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Brett, let us know.
I wonder if, depending on which one I start them in order of the three, if that makes any kind of difference.
I don't
too.
think
It shouldn't.
Okay. Yeah. And that's why it's a below average beer.
I love that flavor. That flavor
Flavor's
was
delicious.
It was one of the first hazies I've enjoyed the flavor in a while.
Yeah.
Like, there's been some that have been like, oh, this is good. But, like, that was a truly enjoyable flavor.
It was. But it was not an enjoyable drink.
But I also don't think I've ever docked someone that I could say the flavor was a 4.5, a full point. That is a big dock.
Yeah.
Russell says he's still here, by the way. He's just working on contracts, so he hasn't been able to comment much. That's all right. Are you making your contracts and checking them twice, Russell?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wow.
That bad? All right. Where's that button
There's
at?
only a button we could push.
Yeah. It's not where it used to. I used to. That one used to be on go, and now I got a caca there. isn't as easy. It isn't as easy as you think it is back here, John.
Hey, that caca is perfect, and you know it.
It's great. Just when I had to go looking for the Price is Wrong, I had to go looking.
Price is wrong, Bobby.
Oh, it's
Bobo.
bitch.
Price is wrong, Bobo.
Bitch, you've seen it on
I know.
TNT too.
Well, I've seen it both, but I love the Bobo better.
Bobo.
No, it's especially when Price is or when shit, what's his name? Bob Barker. He's like the Price is Wrong, bitch.
Oh, I know.
Like, oh shit, they got Bob Barker to say bitch. Now the best though edited version of something is Snakes on a Plane. I'm tired of these Monday through Friday snakes on this monkey fighting plane.
See, what's funny is it depends on who's airing it on what it is. Because I've heard I'm tired of these mother-loving snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
I don't watch it unedited, so
I don't know. It's almost better.
It's almost
I don't watch
better.
it edited.
hey, it's almost better.
Are we gonna do a Sam Jackson month?
Ooh,
And do Sam, but do we watch them edited or unedited?
that one I was edited, everything else not.
We'll have that conversation later.
And half of Sam Jackson movies are Tarantino movies anyways, which we already had Tarantino month.
Also, the problem with Sam Jackson is there's not a lot where he's technically the
A focal point,
Yeah.
aside from Tarantino movies.
We'll delve into it.
Yeah.
And even one of those, Django, he wasn't the lead.
Oh, Russell says he's also working on some Turfs Up merch.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
Need to get with you guys about adding a link for your gear. We need to get more gear if that's.
Yeah, I was
the
going to
case.
say,
Yeah, let's get more gear first.
we're working on that, though. Hey,
Yeah.
we finally really
Ooh,
sold
which
shirts
we
for the
pouring
first
here?
time.
Oh, we're up to the Einstock.
Speaking of which,
Ooh.
we are at Einstock. This is their Doppelbock. This is an Icelandic brewery. We've had a few beers of theirs on the show before, and I'm
Einstock's
a
very
huge
good.
fan.
Every time I try them, I've been happy with it.
This limited edition seasonal is only available through the holiday season, but this winter celebration German-style Doppelbock is worth the wait. Malted barley and chocolate tones define the traditional style, while the robust aroma and long, mellow finish will make this the perfect companion for your holiday adventures. Get it while you can. I love how they put all their socials on here.
Good.
Facebook.com/Einstock, Twitter.com/EinstockBeer, Instagram.com/Einstock. Like, I just love it.
And that's almost as good as the basic seltzers. Like their social media.
Where they
their
literally
cans.
get you to, text a number.
And then text you back.
This is 6.7%.
You missed the whole buying purchase point of this was there's the Rudolph nose on the Einstein.
Oh, I saw it, and I was like, and it has
Is it on
antlers.
both sides of the...
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the horns. Like, oh shit, it is antler horns.
I moved it to the bigger
That
label.
is, that's them having a little fun with this. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Is that what you appreciate about it?
Nothing like a Viking
I haven't
with
got
a
to take a
Rudolph.
drink of it yet, so yes, so
Nothing
far.
like a Viking with a Rudolph nose and antlers. That is just...
I'm bummed that I'm stuffed up because
that's
I can
awesome.
almost smell. Like it's getting through a little bit, but not as much as I would like to. 'Cause I'm sure it smells great because what I'm getting smells good, but I'm just not getting enough on my nose.
That's pleasant.
Pleasant's like the best word for it. It's pleasant.
That's pleasant.
It's not like outstanding. It's pleasant. Like, it's a good beer. But there's not... It's pleasant.
It's not
not
right
qu-
home about worthy.
It's not quite as robust as a lot of Doppels. A lot of Doppels you can get just all these robust flavors.
Yeah.
But we've even said in some Doppels, those robust flavors don't work.
Yep.
It's not balanced. It doesn't work. This, there's good flavors. There's a high value of flavor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them robust. But there's a high value with a very nice,
crushability.
pleasant crushability.
Yeah.
Also, I love the little lingering bitterness at the end.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
a little bit,
A little bit.
It's clean. It's clear. It's a great, beautiful color.
The color's gorgeous. That
Yeah.
nice amber caramel color.
Yep. It's a pleasant beer.
Pleasant is a good word.
I'm
for
telling
it.
you right now, I'm at the point now where if I see a new Einstock, I have to buy it.
Yeah.
Hell, if I see Einstock in general at a decent price, I've been at restaurants and been like, "Oh, you have Einstock? Yeah, I'll take one of those."
To kind of drop another
Just you can pass that on over here.
drop another reminder of the drunken movie review of the night was like, what's ideal? You know, would you say? Oh, that's exactly what we said. We walked in here and said this is ideal. We are aware of how ideal this is.
I don't remember anything.
Oh my god, I hate you.
I hate to say, I think I'm gonna in the review talk myself into liking this movie more than I did.
It's so good.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Because that implies I didn't like it much when I watched it.
So good. It's a classic.
Oh, there's thoughts. There's going to be conversations.
It's a classic.
Listen, just go to Spotify, go to whatever your favorite podcast platform is, download, like, subscribe to Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. Leave a review. I have done this finally.
Especially on Spotify. Give us 5 stars. We still
Yeah.
need more people.
Yeah, do it.
I want to end up on the...
Listen, it's a great 20 to 30 minute episode for your daily commute.
Jesus. That hoppy one from a minute ago. I almost want to lower my score because I'm hurting right now.
See, I mean,
I
you're
love
right,
the
you were
flavor.
wrong.
I won't because I did love that flavor that much, but like I'm struggling. Sorry for the belching and everything else. That's unpleasant.
It happens sometimes.
It sneaks up on you.
This is not unpleasant.
Oh, this is
the opposite. It's very pleasant.
very pleasant.
Yeah.
Matt, do you go first on this one?
Yes, he does.
You know, this is so pleasant that it's almost... like you said, it's not like, man, this is amazeballs, but it's very solid. It's not search out for me, but I do like it. I enjoy it. It's crushable. We go 3.75.
It's a nice blend of a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of hoppy bitterness. It's just very pleasant. I was going to go 3.5.
Just in case anybody was wondering, my score was wrote down already. It is also a 3.75, which makes Matt the average as well.
Huzzah!
I did write mine down before his, though.
Yeah, you did.
Just throwing that out there.
You did.
It comes out to a 3.75 average. Very, very pleasant. Again, not a search out beer, but one of those if I'm walking through the liquor store and I see it, I'm like,
Okay.
one of those where I'm walking through the store and I see it, I go,
Yeah. Good, that.
Well,
that can be added to the cart.
now, see, I would say that's Einstock in general for me at this point, because, like, everything we've had, I've
We've
been
had a
like...
couple that were 4s, though.
That's what I mean, like, everything I've had has been good. Like, and if I see them...
Oh,
like,
we've not had anything that if
Yeah,
you
so
see
they-
it, you say no to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if I see Einstock on the shelf, I'm going to be inclined to get it no matter what it is, just because we've had such a good track record. with
I
it.
got that today at Total Wine for $2.29 a can.
Well worth the price.
I only remember that price that accurately because it caught me off guard that it was like cheaper than some of the other stuff I was buying.
Yeah.
It was one of those where I did the, you don't know what you have. Okay.
Or they just got that good of a deal. But yeah, like that's one that I'm like, I don't search out, but if I were to see it, I would get. I don't just, especially as one I knew I hadn't had. Like, oh, that's a who grab.
I'm sorry. Viking with a Rudolph nose and antlers. It just makes me
Yeah,
happy.
well, I focused too much on the nose. I didn't even. I just thought it was horns. No, it's antlers. I'm like, oh, it's just so subtle.
It just makes me happy.
I gotta give him credit for that. It's a pleasant can.
Very good beer. Just below Seek It Out. The nice thing about Einstock, though, is they are starting to become very easy to find.
Yeah.
I find them at multiple liquor stores now. There's a
I
restaurant.
find him at multiple Total Wines.
Hey, no, I've seen
No,
them.
there. I've seen it at Myers or
Yeah,
Walmart.
I've seen them at Meyer,
really?
Payless Liquors.
Yeah.
I've seen them at Big Red. I've seen them at Total Wine. Couple different restaurants now in the Indy area. If I can find it at that widespread in Indiana,
Yeah.
my guess is the East Coast can definitely find it, and probably most of the Midwest at minimum. So definitely check out Einstock. It's EINSTOCK. Check them out because damn. Or my bad, I added a C. I don't know why I did that. It's Iceland. There's no C. It's EINSTOK.
Yeah, one job.
I forgot what company it was that I was talking about, like where they're from.
I'm going to take a look and see. Because I think at one point we reached out to them about distribution.
Yeah, I think I have. There's a good chance. Well, not on
No,
there.
we didn't.
Maybe I did on TBG. Every once in a while I was doing it through them, through my personal. I'll look again. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll check mine later.
I was about to take credit for them being more popular.
That'd be funny as shit.
Yeah.
Now I gotta do it. Hold on. John, why don't you tell us what beer we're about to drink?
Wow, it's family time, guys. Phone's down.
But if we can take credit for bringing Einstock more in this area, I want to take that fucking credit.
Oh, absolutely.
So, we have from Firestone Walker and Whistle Pig Rye Whiskey, their 2022 Whistle Monkey Vintage.
I know we reached out to them.
I thought we reached out
have
to
it on mine
somebody.
either.
Maybe we talked about it.
No, and they responded even. There's not really any sort of description on what this is other than a Central Coast Quad L, aged in Whistle Pig Rye whiskey barrels, number 1.
That seems kind of specific.
And a lot of this, my old man eyes here.
Do you need me to?
Are you taking a picture?
No.
To zoom in?
No, he's just zooming in.
You have glasses on. And
Yeah,
between
I
your
can't
face
see.
and your head.
So the OG is 30 Platos. The IBU is 42. They produced 575 cases.
Are you nearsighted or farsighted, bud?
All of the above.
Yeah.
He's just not sighted?
Well, I'm getting 40, and I think...
I'm pushing 42, pal. I'm just so nearsighted I can't see like 6 inches away.
Yeah, well, it's really small print, but not when you zoom in. Roasted rye color 74 RSM. It is a British L. Final gravity is 8.0 Platos.
All right, you know what? All those stats got me excited for is to drink this beer. Can we get past?
There's no description on it, so sorry.
They told you.
You said what
kind of
style
beer
it was, and it was aged in
Whistle Pig.
There was no
Pig.
fun story.
John was sad. He didn't get a.
Yeah, he's just trying to fill some dead air.
He didn't get a fucking mud hog reads.
While Tyler was looking at boobs on his phone.
I wish.
He wasn't looking at anything on
wish.
Instagram.
I literally just sent you something. I was looking on Instagram.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's not
Are they boobs?
It's not.
No.
Oh.
All right. Whistle Monkey. Aged in Coast Quad Ale aged. They're Central Coast Quad aged. Just want to make sure you got that. Did you say the ABV?
I did not.
All that you didn't
I
say?
said the SRM.
The
And you were, all these stats, I have no idea what the acronyms are for. ABV, the one that matters.
It's 13%.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
They got the original gravity, the final gravity.
So
but
if
people
you
who
know what you're
don't
doing, you can do the math. Is that what you're saying, John?
People who
There's
don't
calculators for it.
people who don't brew don't know that.
I thought we were supposed to be halfway educational.
Well, yeah. But, man, that's better. Kind of get a little blasted out from the light, but you can read the important stuff. You can't get the original
You can't
gravity.
read it because it's super small print.
Well,
You got to
that-
zoom in.
The nose is fantastic. Not that Matt would know, but the nose is fantastic.
I'm getting some of it's cutting through, just not as much as I'm sure it's there. Which does make me a little sad.
We should have had him take a shot of whiskey right before the show.
Should have.
I don't think that would help my nose.
Have you never wanted to open yourself up? And
That caramel.
Phrasing is dead.
I said what I said.
You ever want to open yourself up? Take a shot of whiskey.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
Does he not realize I said what I said? That's what I was going for.
And what we learned a couple weeks ago, you got to limber up first. So
Oh, close off the rim.
Oh, Kelly.
Oh.
She was great. This is fucking fantastic.
yeah, this is.
Oh, you sure you're falling?
I had a leg that evidently when I turned went under a little bit. That almost went out. I'm in the death chair. So for anybody who doesn't realize, the heaviest guy in the room is sitting in the chair that is held together by like some random screws I threw in, except for one of those is already popped out. Like this is getting real
For
dangerous.
2 years and 10 months, we've been talking about actually making these better. But
Or replacing them. We've even talked about that.
See, the
Instead,
problem is
we
you
just
didn't
say
get any
screw it.
duct tape there, MacGyver.
Oh, I probably should have that day. No, like, I felt that, dude. Woo, it's all right. One of these days I'm going down, and it's going to hurt like a son of a bitch.
Well, you just get a new chair between now
And you do
then.
know it's going to be at the most, like, embarrassing time, right? Like,
Next
when we
week?
have one of those guests that's just gorgeous or so. Don't you put that bad juju on me! Don't you put that bad juju on me!
and you backed it up.
Yeah, I said it
It
before you
took
said
me a
anything
second
else.
to realize what he said.
This is fucking.
I just threw it out there as soon as he started saying embarrassing. He dug the hole.
This is so goddamn good.
Yeah. We always like our Firestone beers on this show. But they usually end up at that like 3.75, maybe 4. And I'm telling you right now, my score, I don't know about Matt, I don't know about John, I can't talk for them, although I have an idea. It's definitely over a 4 for me. This is very caramel rich without sweetness. Like it's that caramel, but not the sugar.
It's a thicker body, but it's not viscous. It's not.
It's complex, not a barley wine, but complex. You get that complexity, you get that caramel. Again, the biggest thing is you get that caramel without the sugar. That is the perfect combo.
And I don't know enough to be. Is the rye whiskey barrel giving me some of those rye spicy notes?
Oh,
in
absolutely.
It?
Absolutely.
I would presume that's where some of that's coming from.
Yeah. It's probably where all of it's coming from. That's the whole point of a rye barrel. I'm telling you, I'm impressed. The rye cuts through, and I think that helps.
Without being overbearing.
And I think it helps lower the sweetness of that caramel too.
Exactly.
Like
It's
that
balanced
was
so well.
that was somebody who's done it a very long time, aka Firestone, knowing
And Whistle Pig.
if I use this barrel with this beer,
Damn, that's good.
this is going to be great. And I guarantee they made the recipe, called Whistle Pig, and did the like. So here's our idea. We think you're perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I've not been this happy with a Firestone beer in a long time. I've been happy with them. I haven't been that happy.
Yeah.
And we had a free on Firestone recently that was fantastic.
I feel like we're just like dovetailing off that. Every time we have a Firestone, like they're never bad.
Still
They're always
Jesus.
good.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah.
like this is like
it's 3.754, maybe 4 1/4 at best.
yeah, but like this is like really a great flavor. It's a good balance. It's a good taste. Like the Firestones, I didn't realize because I bought 1 or 2 on Tavor. You guys made fun of me, like we can get those here, dumbass. Like oh shit, and
Well, there's some we can, some we can't.
yeah,
This one was never available local.
Okay.
I checked
gotcha.
because I wanted to get another one because I had a feeling it'd be good, and I never found it local.
Okay,
Fucking good.
because the ones that we've had, I was always like solid, good, solid to pretty good, and like this is probably my favorite one of the Firestones that we've had. Like,
This is fucking phenomenal.
and also, we've got Kevin Groover, Pup Dog.
Pup Dog.
He says, "What up?"
What up, buddy?
He says, "Happy Repeal Day."
It is today, isn't it?
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Man, so that's a guy that knows his shit right there.
For those of you that don't realize, and by happy
There's a
repeal,
goddamn professional
hey,
right there.
from Happy Repeal Day, for those of you that may not realize what he's talking about, that is the lovely day where we can start drinking alcohol in the country again
Legally.
because it was the repeal of the
21st Amendment.
21st Amendment.
That would be ironic if it wasn't.
With
With
the
the
20
repealing the 18th.
but that's right. It was the 21st repealing the 18th. Thank you.
Real sure.
Yeah,
sure
no,
about
you're
that.
right. You're right. You're right.
And is that why we have to be 21 to start drinking? Was because that's
No.
No, that's why there's a liquor store called 21st Amendment.
That's easy to remember.
Yeah.
that math checks out.
Which is why I'm a little embarrassed. I forgot for a second. It's fine. It's fine. I was gonna let it go.
The rest of the world can drink. America, we're like nah. And
My favorite part
realize
is
we're wrong.
drinking actually went up during that time. It's my favorite part of U.S. history.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a
Want what you
history
can't
where...
have.
Oh, yeah. It was bad. Love it. Thank you for the reminder that that's today, because that makes the fact that we added a 9th beer even better.
Even better. Yeah.
You've got 2 points, buddy.
John,
Good for you.
you're
Gold
first
star.
on this because this is stupid good, and I can't wait to see what you score.
It's 5.
I honestly can say I don't want to give it a 5, because Firestone for me has become like that brewery like Goose Island, like those breweries that like, I like your beer, but I really don't want to give you a 5. This is a 5. It's stupid good.
I'm kind of bouncing a little bit between the somewhere in the 4.5 to 5 range. For something about it, I could be because I'm stopped up and I can't get the full effect, but I'm not going to 5. I'm going to go 4.75.
Which still comes out to a 5 average.
And he's wrong.
Something about it there's just something I can't put a finger on. I don't know if it's because I'm stopped up or what, but
Hey, like we've
something
always
just
said-
slightly is missing.
Hey, like we've always said, 4.75 and 5 that's a very personal range.
I think he needs to get more personal with it.
I'm
Like telling
backing
you
you
that
for
after having a
once.
big meal, I like to smell my beard.
I'm backing you for once, and it's weird. But, again, that's personal preference. I'm not going to judge him too hard on it. It still comes out to a 5 average. He made the right choice by going from a 4.5 to a 4.75 to make sure it stayed a 5 average. He made the very right choice in that,
Good job.
which is why I'm backing him, because he made the right choice. If he'd have said 4.5, Tyler might have
He
thrown
made
something.
the less wrong choice.
Tyler might have thrown something if he'd have said 4.5.
If I keep this up, I'm going to go to a 4.
I'm very impressed. That is
Now,
probably
the
my
flavors
favorite.
on that are really good. Like
That's my favorite Firestone I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
And that includes, actually, the 2019, which we loved.
We did. It's fucking good.
And that is by far my favorite one.
Yeah. Well done.
Firestone's an easy brewery to overlook because you can
You
find
see
them
it everywhere.
everywhere. I would suggest picking up a Firestone if you haven't in a while.
So are you saying that they're kind of like Rev around the area here, where like Revolution we can find, but we don't always get all the...
Except Firestone's
national
national style. I
Okay.
think it's because you can find it literally everywhere
Yeah.
that you tend to go.
But like you said, you looked for like this, but you couldn't find it locally. So do you think like there's Firestone and there's like the good
I'm not
shit?
saying it... Yes, but I'm also not saying necessarily it wasn't available local. I'm just saying by the time I
Not
looked
when you were
for
looking
it.
for it? Okay, fair enough.
Now, it might not have been, too. Like... But
fair answer.
I absolutely... In Revolution, would be the same way. They have stuff that's fire here, but yet some of their other stuff's only local. I would absolutely check out Firestone. Can you go ahead and give us a rinse, bud? It's been a minute.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
That, I'm just excited. That was a damn
I
good
asked my beer
beer.
ago and he said,
Yeah.
no, I'm the asshole.
No,
Damn good beer.
I even asked politely and he still got offended. Damn.
Yeah, well, it's mad.
I'll go ahead and tell us what we're doing next. This is one that Matt has been excited for because we set on this. First time we had it, it was a little hot. This is this is over 2 years old. This was 7/17/2020. We're at almost 2.5 years.
I think this is the one I took some good Love Your Can picks for.
Oh, I'm sure it is. This is a 2.5 year aged beer from Martin House.
Fuck, I thought it was only a year. It's 2?
It was canned on 7/17/2020.
Oh, well, fuck me. Yeah, we should drink this a long time ago.
No, I'm kind of excited that we waited too. We normally have a real bad habit of not being able to wait that long for shit.
Yeah. Unless you hide it from me.
We hide shit from you a lot.
Or you just put it at my place and then it'll just sit there. Apparently.
No, this one I think was his because I still
Nah.
have yours over there.
Oh.
Remember the box that I tried to send home with the other day?
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember the box.
But the
right
box...
There's beer in it. That's
Oh,
what
it is?
I tried to give it to you, yeah.
Oh.
He tried.
I thought
And you said, well,
Matt,
leave
of
it
course,
here.
was oblivious. And
Yeah, when someone's trying to give it to me, I can't ever pick up on the contextual clues. I thought it was just the box, not the beer therein.
No, there's beer in it. I think this was John's extra,
At that point,
and we still have your extra.
That's an empty box, you lying mother. I was like, well, we
I
got
know
2
there's
beers
an
when we
extra.
split then.
No, I know there was a fucking extra one.
that was not the Love
Maybe
Your
I
Cans
put it in
photo
there.
I did.
Maybe I put it in there. I'll look later.
Because he had the
What'd you
Cookie
say?
That was
Monster
not the
one.
Love Your Cans photo I did.
There might be another one in there then, because I remember there being an extra. Anyway, so this
Let's see how good
is...
this one is. We maybe have one for review.
We'll figure it out later.
Oh,
This is brewed and canned by Martin House Brewing. This is the Cocytus Rye Whiskey Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Their barrel aged series is a 14%er. 100% unblended. A 27.7 original gravity, in case you were wondering.
in case you want to do the math, John.
No, because it doesn't tell me the rest. It just gives me the
Yeah,
OG.
it doesn't get the final.
It's a little bullshit that they give you the OG but not the final.
So
Fine.
basically, when you're done brewing, you test it and you see what the original gravity is. That's just a reading. And then after it ferments,
I will say, the one thing about
So yeah,
this-
you're like, oh, in case you guys want to do education, we didn't educate on how you did after you get the numbers.
I will say this. The one thing about this series, and I think we even mentioned it the first time we had it, it was brewed on April 1st of 2020. It was already canned by 7/17. They did not barrel age it very long.
not very long.
I think we even thought about that the first time.
What is Martin House? I don't know. I've kind of had a shaky...
Aged
Growing
3.5 months in fresh rye whiskey barrels with cocoa nibs. Now, fresh rye whiskey would mean you wouldn't have to age it as long because you'd still get a lot of those flavors, but it needs to be aged
Because
longer.
rye
really
is more robust.
Good boy.
Going back to the word of the
Look at
day.
him go.
One of the words of the day.
Proud of you. I do love their cans. Even when the beer isn't good,
The can
They
art's
have
always
amazing,
sweet.
amazing can art.
especially on their like big series.
We are label whores.
Speaking...
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
I was going to say, speaking of like can art and label whoredom in Florida, what happened to Adroit? Like, we got
This
them...
is Texas?
I know, but we got... No, because you said Florida earlier. Like, well, this is from Florida. It's going to be bad. And that's what was, like, our downturn on Adroit. And I have not seen Adroit whenever I've looked on
been a
Tavor at
minute.
all.
So, Tavor,
I wonder...
well, Tavor releases their beers. They bring in beers based on the Untapped scores. If beers and breweries stop averaging good scores, they move on.
So, like, that's why, like, I wonder if Adroit just kind of started sliding off the hill in general, because we really liked them.
And then they
started brewing in Florida, and then we started really not liking them.
Yeah.
And now I don't see them anymore as a Tavor presence, which
Weird how that works.
it's kind of sad, though, because we were big fans.
Their Virginia-based brewing is phenomenal.
Yep.
Their Florida-based brewing is shit.
Yep.
And we're talking about Adroit right now, not what we're about to
Yeah, sorry, I mean, kind of got a little off topic.
No,
there,
you're
but-
good.
But speaking of label horrors,
Oh, this still smells.
Hey, how's the label look, by the way?
Oh, it looks boozy.
Eh.
Oh, actually, that's perfect.
Well, I'm going to turn it anyways because I got to show name.
a little too far.
Just so you know, like, that's where all that shit
we go.
is.
Uh-huh.
But, like, back to the sexiness of this.
Yeah, that's
and sexiness.
Good looking can. Beautiful can.
Peekaboozy, Beer Goddess, is also a label
back to the
whore.
main screen.
She is.
She is, so she loves good looking labels.
She's a good-looking woman who
so
loves
she's
a good-looking label.
Yeah.
I say she looks a good looking can.
Oh, yeah. The best cans.
Still get a little cocoa on the nose. That's good for a
this is-
2.5-year-old beer.
For this old and me being stopped, this is a pretty aromatic beer for me.
Still a decent amount of cocoa. Definitely some booze still.
Definitely some booze still.
I was about to say mellowed out, but then
Thin and hot.
no.
No chocolate.
I still get some of the cocoa.
I don't get much.
A smidge, but that rye is really plowing through. It's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, it is not, unlike the last beer, it is not blended as well.
Thin, hot, and spiced. I just took a bigger gulp. Thin, hot, and spiced.
This does not seem like a good big gulp idea.
Normally I like thin, hot, and spiced. Not
That's the
thin.
thin part.
Not thin.
Yeah. I like how I was like,
Here's a solid joke, though. you get credit for that.
man, this is...
This is why
It's
I
fine.
didn't pick them for my anticipated beer, because I was anticipating seeing what happened, but not that I thought it was going to be the best beer.
Well, I've yet, even though we've bought an absurd now amount of their
And that's like
specialty stuff,
their track record
I've
has
yet
been,
to have their specialty stuff wow me that much.
They're more and more that we've had, the less and less impressed I am with Martin.
Now, they're almost always over a 3 on their specialty stuff. Not always. There was that one rum one that was really freaking weird.
Yeah.
But most everything of their specialty stuff is over a 3, but, like, rarely a 4.
It's above
Yeah.
average, but it's never seek out. Like that's kind of where they're in that happy meh zone. Like
This is one of those that where we argue because there's always a beer from them that I will seek out and buy every time.
Well, for sure.
But it is just one.
and that's a niche thing.
It is a
like,
niche thing.
It's not so much like the quality of their
You get
beer.
boobs.
No, I wish.
God damn it.
Not
That was a kind of like, though. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
your tone was misleading. Dick pic?
That is, yeah. Just.
Massive.
I'm talking single Pringles can.
Talking 8 inches, right? Like one of these guys?
No, it's that self-serve, or no, the single-serve Pringles can.
Self-serve.
The single-serve Pringles can.
Pringles can.
The single-serve Pringles can.
At least you didn't say soft serve.
It's the single-serve Pringles can. It's fine. That's why John was on his phone earlier sending it to me.
What, did he send you the pic and
You're
it just now got
welcome.
there?
Oh, that's why he sent it to me. I just now saw it. That's actually why we take our break. John goes upstairs, takes a new pic every day. It's fine.
I'm more just a small Pringle can, not the single.
Oh, you're the single-serve.
I'm a give me a more.
No, you're single-serve. Single-serve Pringles is about like that.
No, single.
And that big
I'm
around.
thinking those ones.
Oh, you're talking about the plastic little weird
Yeah.
container? Oh, no, I'm still talking the can.
Okay. Just double checking.
The mini can.
Yeah, the mini can.
Yeah, okay. There.
Yeah, no, I'm
fair.
still talking the can, not
That's
the like
fair.
weird plastic like Pringles
Yeah,
shape.
that's what I thought.
The weird plastic, that's snack pack. That's
Oh,
Pringles.
snack pack Pringle.
Yeah.
Is it weird that now I'm hoping that every day, like, you find a new way to take a picture of your wiener and send it to his phone? Like, it's
I
like,
mean, if you want.
Please don't.
like here,
Not the answer I expected.
just be
Well,
like,
if you do, I'm creating an OnlyFans. Just so you
That's
know.
fair. That's
It-
fine.
I'm going to make money off of your dick.
in
if
fairness, he
start
did say please with that.
You might make 25 cents.
You do like the wristwatch thing one day. You could do it like just, you know.
Oh my god, that actually sounds funny as shit.
You can do it like the Texas belt buckle.
Put
as
your
another day.
wristwatch on your dick.
Yeah, there's a third one. I mean, we already got almost the full first month of you doing this for
Oh,
you, John.
shit. Every week, I want a new picture now.
You can use it as a hat hanger.
Do the cowboy hat.
Yeah. We got at least 4. I mean, that's a full month, John. You're on your own after that.
I mean, the closest thing I have to the cowboy hat is the crazy horse hat.
Perfect. We'll advertise for them while we're doing it.
Sorry, Nicole.
Make sure its labels up.
I'm sending that to Nicole if you do that. If you use that as the hat hanger, I'm sending that to Nicole.
I still want to.
Clearly wrong.
Anyway, back to this beer.
It's not.
It very much is. It's very thin. I've never liked their stouts because of that. They're thin. But it's hot. I'm not getting a lot of chocolate. Definitely get a lot of rye. It's just unbalanced. I think if you thicken up that body a little bit, I don't know how it's 14% to be honest, but you thicken up that body a little bit, give it a little more cocoa, I think you can have something. I think the base is like the basics are there. They just need a little.
Yeah.
Now again, this is 2 years old, and I'll pull up the score for them after because I know this is one I have put in. I'll pull up the score afterwards, and I will see where we're averaged.
I don't remember us being the biggest fan of it when we originally had it, and we were like, let's see how it ages. And now 2 years later, we're like, I wonder how it was fresh, because we're not that big of fans of it now.
Well, it's also 2.5 years old. I have a great drunken recall. It's not that good. Like, I can't remember.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think like the score was that good originally. Like, because that's why we were like, well, let's definitely try to age it some. And
I truly can't wait to look. Like, I'm very excited about it.
Who goes first? You?
Would be me. And I'm going to give it a 3.5. I think there's still a lot of good flavor notes there. I think it's still above average. And I know I hammered it on here, but I always nitpick stuff that's decent.
Especially our style.
Yeah. I think it's still above average. I just think it's not balanced enough to be any higher than that. And I might be overscoring just a little bit. But I'll give it a 3.5.
I've got to echo Tyler. I had myself talked down to a 3.25. Like you said, like 3.5 might be overscoring, but then I remembered it's like, what do you say, like 14 and change. Like,
I'm still confused how they got 14.
The ABV whore in
but...
me has to give it that bump back up to the 3.5 on that.
Well, you would disappoint Stefan and Drew if you didn't.
I know, like it's that's not the only thing I score beers on, Stefan. I swear, but like on something like this, where I'm like teetering between a 3.25 and a 3.5, I'm gonna bump it to a 3.5 because of that ABV.
Again, I think we're overscoring just a hair, but
for 14%, that's where I'm like, that's justifying my 3.5.
Listen, I think it's solid. I think it's drinkable. I think it's got some good things going on. I think the biggest thing is it's just not super balanced. It's not quite harmonizing together. I am also 3.5.
All right, so I already have it pulled up. I haven't looked at it yet, but I already have it pulled up. Yes, Matt. We scored this. We scored this a point higher last time. This was a 4.5 last time.
So it didn't age well.
Well, there's two things that go into that. One, it didn't age as well as I think we'd hoped. Also, that was 2.5 years ago. We've been doing this almost 3. That was early in our beer journey. Now, not our beer journey as people, but more for this show. And I wonder if maybe we've gotten a little more nitpicky after having as good a beer as we've had. I wonder if we've gotten a little more nitpicky.
Well, that's going back to our whole, what was the one, the Golden Drock special edition that we had. Like,
yeah, that was not as good as that.
But that was really early, so comparatively to what we were scoring then, like, I think that at that time we thought it was that score. I might have talked you guys up a little bit, but
little
I
bit?
did not.
When the show ended, I overscored that.
I resisted.
I felt the same about my score like the whole time. John really didn't, so you're the only one that got weak-willed into like bumping.
Oh, you straight up talked me into it on that one. Yeah. No, we got done with that show, and I even remember looking at both of you going, Matt fucking talked me up. And
You sure did.
Like, like that's the one time, the only time in this show I think I could say that someone talked me into a higher score. I'm too much of an asshole to get talked up very often.
Yeah,
he got me early.
He
got me early, man. He got me early.
Yep. Great fucking label.
Oh, God, that's a 5 label.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of talking down. I'm like, well, I kind of want to keep it because the label art's super
Great
dope.
label,
But then I'm
great
like,
ABV.
does it earn me keeping it? Like,
You're not gonna so if you want to take the label off, it's not gonna work. You have to keep the whole can.
yeah, I know.
You've tried with theirs before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I got like, the little
They're shrink wrapped.
I got my little Nook O
See it
like
right here.
labels that are typically either as like a direct. Like,
Maybe if you cut it.
Actually, if I were you, I'd almost slit it straight down here.
Yep. Yeah, we'll try it. see if we can save it. It is a great label.
Because that'd be a cool one for the Keyser.
Yeah. That is Keyser worthy.
Keyser worthy.
It was not on there already.
It's not.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I know it's not.
It would have been hard to save.
I know.
See, and look right over there. Like I already see like an adroit right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of Android.
I know, but like even in like the
missed
what's
that
on the
series.
screen,
Hey,
the
also,
GI Joe series on the card backs.
missed that
yeah,
series.
we're going to do a
And those were
solid
always good.
Hop Lord and their Butter stuff.
Yeah.
Now is the Orange is the New Copyright.
It is. Yes.
So and
Which
that is coming out
Such a clever name.
Very soon.
very soon.
Very
we need
soon.
to double check that.
I don't
think
it's
we can
after
get up
Christmas.
there.
It's after Christmas.
I don't
Probably
think
not
we can
very
get up
far
there.
from Amish
But
Craft
Butter
it's coming
either.
stuff.
soon.
Well, that's it. Butter stuff is after Christmas. Amish is before.
Yeah.
So I
word.
know Amish is the next one. Butta's right after that, though.
Oh, Amish Craft.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Oh god.
By the way, I put in the score for Coquito the other day, and it made me think of you.
No, I was when you were talking about our.
By the way, so just so you know, guys, because of the connections we make, every once in a while, I like to try to use them the best I can and text those people and be like, "Hey, these beers are great. Fucking do them again." I sent to the greatest distro guy in the tied for the greatest distro guy in the world. I can't short Dr. Drew. Can't do it.
Yeah.
But text Chris. I'm like, hey, just a heads up, like you guys need to make you need to make Coquito Dreams again because personally, I think Matt will jizz if you do it.
No, funny story. I was thinking about
Funny
that.
story, I did.
Well, if it's coming back, it might happen.
Well, but I wasn't done. I also said you should tell Windmill to bring back Fortune Cat. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
The one with the tea, the Asian tea inspired that we fucking fell in love with?
Yep.
I'm like, fair warning, if you do that, I will buy a 6-stool for the Keyser and a case. Like, I love that beer. He goes, dude, it really did sell well. I'll see what I can do. We did get a heads up on the December. I can't tell you because I haven't seen if they've posted yet. But just be paying attention to Windmill. Their post will be telling some beers that you're gonna want.
will be desirable.
And there's one in particular that I know the Two Beerded Guys fell in love with at a certain event that we went to. One of the first times we ever had a bottle of a beer that hadn't ever been. I would suggest paying attention.
If
to
that's
the
what I
summers.
think that is,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be
I
really
don't
excited.
think it's the one.
There might have been
thinking
a
of.
special unsite event that
Yeah.
we were able to
That
actually
would be
taste
the one
it
I
at.
would be thinking of.
We'll double.
If John and I are on the same page.
But
Yeah,
I
I
would.
think so.
I would. It might be an apple in shape on the label. Just throwing that out there.
Now, my funny story with that was
And instead, not singular, but when there's more than one? What do you call that?
bunch.
Sounds like a multi.
That's
group?
right. And by the way, what's the middle of an apple called?
The core.
Oh, okay. And what's that thing that runs a computer?
Well,
Or what is that doing? When you're doing
I
something,
mean, you have a motherboard, but really the motherboard has a processor.
That's right. So just in case you're wondering, you might put those together and you might come up with the name of this beer.
And I'm going to circle us back around because as of 5 days ago, the Hoplar Brewing Post is Orange is the New Copyright. Didn't you know? If you didn't know, you better ask somebody. Coming at you next week.
Oh, they're launching early this
Oh,
time.
shit.
Let's go. Nice job, sir. So, basically, Windmill and Hoplar are coming out with some fucking fire this month.
I've never wanted to move back to Wabash, Indiana. Until now.
Till you met
Windmill and
Hoplar.
Hoplar are both right up there.
Yeah.
So when you were talking about a potential porch bomb that we were discussing on the break, I was like, what would be great is get some Windmill in there. And then I was like, oh, Coquito Dreams. Like, if that came back, not only would I buy myself
Dude,
some,
I
but
wish.
that would definitely be like in that porch bomb.
Hey, did you guys
Your
wonder-
love affair for Coquito is the greatest thing
It's
ever.
because I hate coconut so much, but that beer is so
The
fucking
amount of
good.
people that watch this show, and it's funny because the amount of people that watch this show is actually more impressive than people think. But my favorite is the amount of people that remember what Matt says.
Yeah, they're like, you hate coconut and you hate cinnamon. I was like, I'm strongly opposed to cinnamon. I do hate coconut. And
And when they come up with one that makes Matt happy, the look on their faces the amount of times you get it brought up at events is hilarious.
I mean, it's just like, dude, like, if you take something I don't like and make me like it, like, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, fuck you. Like, it's impressive. And that was such a great, delicious stout. And it had coconut. And I
it was
loved
so good. That
and I
coquito
hated
was
loving
stupid.
it.
Hey, did you guys wonder why I didn't come down here until about 6:45 till 7?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, never mind.
Why? What's up?
I was making a coquito.
Oh, were you really? And you didn't?
It's chilling right now.
Attaboy.
Oh, I saw that you were having
I
a
didn't
plate
know
of
when
food when
you
I came
got
in, so I
back.
thought you were eating.
To be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
So there's a coquito upstairs in the fridge, chilling.
I'm okay with that.
So.
I also didn't know when you got back. I was watching TV.
What is an actual coquito?
Go ahead.
It's like sweet condensed milk and coconut cream and coconut milk and rum and cinnamon and nutmeg.
I mean, like 2/3 of that sound really good, and that went down my shirt. It's in my boobs.
right, so
Pete
thi-
Farrar jumped on. He said, "What's up, brothers? How's it going?"
What's
I'm
up,
Pete,
Pete?
proprietor of Water Performance Technology LLC.
And a really good fucking cook.
And a really fucking good dude. He'll say he's an asshole, which he is.
He is.
But he's a good fucking dude. Give the shirt off his back.
He's a good asshole.
Oh, that is a good ass.
Jen, is that true? Jennifer R., one of the greatest people on the planet, because she puts up with Pete.
Yeah.
And she was the progenitor
Oh,
of
she
the
was-
white chili of that party.
She was so much fun that night,
that was
too.
her recipe.
She is a lot
Pete
of
kept
fun.
took her in. Yeah,
She was entertaining.
I don't care
as
what
fuck.
Pete says about her. I think she's awesome.
Yeah, so this beer.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so.
Did you like
Yassel.
that? Did you like that? This is from brewed by Grimm from Brooklyn, New York. This is the Popol Vuh. Popol.
I think I throw more
VUH.
French on that.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's 2 words. Popol Vuh.
Ooh.
Imperial Stout aged in rum barrels with cocoa nibs and cassia cinnamon and ancho chilies. What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna have to pull out the-
It's Ceylon.
Ceylon?
Like Winston?
Ceylon. All right, I'm on it. Keep talking.
Is
All
it kind of like Applejack smelling to you guys, or am
I haven't checked
It's
yet.
like half my nose
I was
working.
really
half
hoping that was a cooking thing you would know that I didn't. Normally we're on the same page, but I didn't know it.
Ceylon cinnamon.
But so Ceylon and cassia cinnamon. That makes sense.
Yep.
All right,
Two kinds of cinnamon?
2 kinds of cinnamon. Also ancho chilies, cocoa nibs.
Cinnamomum verum, called true cinnamon tree or Ceylon cinnamon tree, is a small evergreen tree belonging to the family Lauraceae,
Oh, that's interesting.
native to Sri Lanka.
12% ABV. So basically, we're getting Matt drunk tonight.
We had a good night. This is a good 3-person night when you got
a
most of the
damn good
beers
night, yeah.
over 10%.
Maybe we shouldn't do that many beers over 10% for a 3-person night.
Or we should.
I think it's pretty great. That is a lot more tame on the tongue than I thought it would be with all the stuff going in there.
Oh, you know what's funny about that?
Oh, what's funny about that, John?
The inner bark of several other cinnamomum species are also used to make cinnamon, but C. verum has a more subtle flavor.
Oh, see, it's almost like my tongue knows what's going on.
I wanted more ancho, though.
Oh, I haven't tasted it yet.
I get the flavor.
There's not much on the nose.
There's a little in the flavor, but not a lot. Like, I'm a little... You don't even get as smoky as you normally do from an ancho.
I think I'm going to, like,
Tell
follow
me I get the
my...
smoky. I've only taken one taste. I'll double check.
Double check.
I didn't get the smoky.
It's not.
I don't
prevalent.
expect heat. I don't expect heat. It's anchos.
This is balanced.
I want smoke.
Yeah, it's there.
Again, I know that's weird for those of you that watch this show. This is one of the few times in the world I'm like,
This isn't smoke as in like peaty smoke.
this is my
It's
kind
like
of smoke.
wide
This isn't
B-roll smoke?
This
This
isn't
is-
liquid smoke. This isn't peaty smoke. This is chili pepper smoke.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm going to take my second sip.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to let you both take your second sip. I already took my second sip. And I want to stand behind my Apple Jacks thing, man. Like, between the smell and the taste, I'm like, there's a lot of Apple Jacky I'm getting.
On the nose, I got Apple Jacks. I don't on the taste. I get
Okay.
more smoky, which I'm now happy with. But I think it's the balance threw me off. I didn't expect a beer from a nobody. Because to me, that's a nobody.
Yeah.
Hell, I went to tag them.
Just because we don't know about them doesn't mean they're nobody.
When I went to tag them, the Instagram, I couldn't necessarily find their Instagram.
You know what's funny?
I found 2 that might have been them, but never them.
Like I would say the ancho is
It's used like
subtle,
vanilla. It's used like vanilla.
but yet it's hitting the back of my throat and a little bit of that burn.
I think it's used like vanilla. I think it's used as the balancer.
Yeah.
The only difference is because it has another characteristic, while vanilla only has one true character. This has that heat as well.
Yeah.
That not heat.
It's not heat. It's not
Yeah.
hot.
That
But there's a little bit
ancho chilies are a weird thing to describe because it's smoky. There is a pepper spice.
It's more of a spice flavor than a spice.
The ancho chili is such a weird flavor.
which I love.
Oh yeah, and anybody who cooks with them knows the flavor. But if you're like trying to be described, it's like it's smoky, it's peppery, it's like it's
Kind of disappointed that John did drop a phrasing his head.
slightly spicier black pepper when it comes to the heat.
Yeah, it's.
But does that make sense, right?
Yeah.
It's not red chili. It's not red pepper.
It's not a cayenne pepper. It is a.
It's not even a red pepper flake. I'd
No,
say slightly spicier black pepper when it comes to the heat. Like the heat part, not the flavor. The heat.
I'm not there with you.
Really? What are you saying on it? I'm trying to describe the heat.
So I'm not getting I'm not
Not
getting
this beer. I'm just trying to say that ancho chili heat in general.
If you think of a smoky green pepper so it's not vegetal per se.
Yeah, you can tell when John's really in deep thoughts. What kind of gives like that eye squint and looking off into a distance.
Either way, I
He put a lot of thought in that one. Both hamsters were in the wheels.
I will say I love the finish on this beer. It's a very pleasant beer. The cocoa's there. You know, unlike the coquitis, I feel like the cocoa's really there.
Everything's there. It's just all very balanced and equal, and it's all very tame.
It's almost better because of that.
It's the tame aspect
Yeah,
though.
not saying that's bad. Just
Like,
I expected more forward flavorness of this, and it's all there. It's all equally there. It's just all there, not as much as I was expecting.
Listen, I applaud balance. I want balance in what I cook and what I make and what I eat, drink. I want balance. That's one of the top things I look for, and this is balanced. However, it's balanced to the point that nothing really stands out. And I still want more of a little of everything. I want it to be balanced, but I just want more.
Dude,
Elevate.
You'd be pissed if there was more cinnamon.
But if all things equal, like it is flavored now, just more of all the things, we get more of each flavor in a smaller percentage, but we get more of all those flavors. I'm kind of with John on this.
Weird, but Matt's going where I'm going.
Like especially with like the Mexican chocolate thing that they're going with. Like normally when we've had those, it's a very forward
They're
flavor.
not necessarily
flavor forward.
saying Mexican chocolate. That's a very different.
But that
flavor.
is what Mexican chocolate has.
All the shit that's
Cocoa,
on it is leaning
chili
towards
pepper,
that. Yeah,
like that cinnamon. That's what Mexican chocolate is.
so
wise man liked our post.
Good for them. They were awesome.
They were fucking awesome. I kind of want to tell them. You guys talk because I'm gonna message them.
yeah, so like I think we're on the same because I like all the flavors. I like the balance. I just want more of all of them on my tongue because they're there, but they're just like teasing it. There's like teasing the tip of my tongue.
Listen, I'm a greedy fucking bastard, and when I know something that I like, I want more.
Yeah, it's like mine. It's like a testicle tickle. Like it's almost there, but you're like, man, it's just a little more.
A little more.
John, you are first to score this.
I'm gonna go 3.75.
What was the ABV of this one again? It was
12.
11, 12?
That's a
I mean,
solid ABV.
that's a smooth drinking
What'd you give it,
ABV too.
3.75. It's a fantastic beer.
I wrote mine down because I had a feeling I'd be doing something because, you know, it's me. 4.25. I think this is... I love the balance. I like the balance. John wants more. I love the fact it's balanced.
I said I'm a greedy bastard. I love the balance, and I want more of everything.
I don't think John disagreed with the balance. He just wants more of all the flavors. And I'm going to agree with John on that and on the score. Because of that, this isn't a search out beer for me, but the flavors are good. They're well balanced. The ABV is there. This is a good beer. I would like to have more stuff from them. I'm just not going to search this one out.
Sorry, guys. I know I'm on
That
my
is
phone.
a 4.
I know I'm on my phone, and I do hate doing it, but I was messaging one of the breweries we had earlier. They liked our post. I want to make sure they knew. Their beer was the Wise Man, the Gosa that we had.
Oh!
It is a beer that's over 20 months
Yeah,
old.
it's way older than we should have.
I literally messaged them when they liked it. I go, hey, sorry for waiting so long.
Good job.
Holy fuck. Like, I literally was just like, holy fucking shit. Like, we gave it a 4 out of 5. And I even briefly just went, that means we're looking for more of it. That is phenomenal. That was fun. This, I clearly enjoyed it more than they did. And I get that.
I can understand why, though.
My
I get
personality, I love that balance. I either like complex, and it's funny because any of you guys that have watched the show for the 3 years, I either want complex, but that's based on style. I want complex or I want balanced. And this is just so balanced.
I have a daughter who's sensory seeking,
Ooh.
and she gets that from me.
I've got to say,
I want more. God damn it. Give
John,
me more.
Did you do a
The
big
big
gulp,
gulp.
though?
Oh, that had some heat.
That's
I like
because
that.
I just did like a big gulp to finish it off because it was just there, and that
Oh,
really
I like
helped out
that.
a lot.
And it's
Like,
good. This is a great beer. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's just even with the big gulp though, it's still not search out for me. It's just shy.
Yep.
They're literally like, yeah, I would be curious how it's holding up at this point. For the Wise Man Gosa.
Tell them really fucking good.
It's holding up
Surprisingly well.
shockingly fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And they're communicating
enjoyed
with us.
it.
I love it when they are like authentically communicating with us.
Yeah.
That is always fun.
I love that. Yeah, we would be curious how it's holding up at this point. It's holding up shockingly fantastic, and holy shit, we enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
It's again, we hate doing that to breweries because it's not really fair, but at the same time,
When you get one like that where stuff is still there and it holds up that long, then that's kind of a testament to what
and
they're
also
doing.
though, there are liquor stores. We have multiple in Indiana. We have multiple in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Party pack?
Yeah, party pack especially. that
Sorry,
Hey.
what?
But you get really great deals on a mixer sixer.
that has a tendency to let shit sit forever on warm shelves. Not even cold shelves.
Warm shelves.
Warm shelves. So it's not necessarily a bad thing for us to do this,
Yeah.
but we also feel bad.
It's a little bit of a QC test at some point.
Sun King went 10 years without selling beer on a regular grocery shelf because they wanted it to stay cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Second to your laurels there. I gotta give them that.
I also figured out how to make that not a problem. So,
Yeah, yeah. And they decided that money is good, so.
Money is good.
and when you have a guy like Smo, you can figure out how to do both.
Smarts man beer.
This was a 4, just in case you missed that. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beers out of 9 that were 4 or higher.
You say out of 9?
Hold on.
Oh, out of 9.
We did have 9 beers.
Out of 9. I said out of 9. I'm like, we don't go to 9.
5 out of 9 were 4 or higher. 1, 2, 3. We only had 1 that was lower than a 3. We only had 2 that were 3 or lower. That's not a bad night.
Not a bad
I am
night.
mad at that.
Did you?
Good night.
Was this planned when you grabbed these, or just like
No.
randoms that just?
I have
turned into a
never
good
heard of
night?
this fucking brewery or the beer. Like, you
Yeah.
think that was planned?
Well, it's, yeah. I mean, it's funny because sometimes we'll plan to do like an off night. We're like, well, especially if we don't have a guest. Like, let's try to get some like beers we need to clear out.
Some of it.
And
I brought
sometimes
in-
we plan intentionally to have a good night.
I brought in 2 beers that were from 2021.
Yeah.
Do you think I was planning?
This was the clearing out night.
One was a 4.
It just worked out well.
One was a 4 and one was a 3. Like, I brought in
Touche.
2 21s.
Yeah.
And the lowest of the 2 of them was a 3.
Yeah.
That is a good fucking night.
It's a good night.
I brought in the Taj Mahal Lager.
Fucking hell yeah. Whoever
I
had a
brought
fucking
that
India beer.
exactly. I brought that out as a, well, at least we're not sharing this
Beer
beer.
from India, it's not an IPA.
And then of course it was, stupid good. Speaking of which, stupid good though.
Beer of the night,
Beer of the
buddy!
night, Matt!
Beer of the
Let's
night!
You know, very out of character
go. Lot of
here.
options. Lot of options.
I am going to go with the recently mentioned Taj Mahal.
Wait, did off-screen Matt just pick a
A
lager?
lager.
Did off-screen Matt just pick a lager?
He did.
I
We
didn't,
had a 5 on a darker beer, and he picked a lager.
I didn't go 5 on the darker beer.
You picked 4.75.
Yeah, like-
that's fucking awesome. I'm so happy.
I mean, because we talked like it's not gonna be your highest rated beer, like your surprise factor, the beer that caught you up, like
well,
that beer.
it
I was
can
like,
be your highest rated, can be your surprise. There's a lot to it.
yeah, but I mean, it's not necessarily score, and this is where that one comes in because
I'm so happy.
seeing that bottle, if you saw me at a party and like we're at Ugly Peach, and you brought that in, I'd be like, and then I drink like, oh well, fuck, and that's exactly what it did to me. Like it was I'm not normally a Pilsner or a lager guy, and like that thing tasted good. It was very pleasant. It was very delicious. It hit on all the notes. Like I was really impressed with that, and I had such low expectations that over on that on my low, like it just caught the hell out of me.
That's absurdly exciting.
Beer of the night. Not the Firestone Walker, although that was the best beer of the night because fuck, that was fucking delicious. But it is the India Lager beer of the night.
I apologize, just so you know, in case you want to change.
It's hard being wrong.
It looks like it was $5 for that.
No, I don't care.
bottle.
That's fucking still.
Still.
Yeah, I pulled it up on Total Wine's page just to double check.
Like, I'm going to go buy this. There's a couple of holiday parties coming up soon and brew days coming up soon that I'm going to bring this to.
This would be fun to take to Brew Day.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
I bet this is one I'd love to see Smo's take on it.
Yep.
Because we're all... And typically it's funny. Smo is the smartest man in beer. We've said that many times. You've heard it from him when he's been the guest many times. But at the same time, when it comes to taste, there is a lot that we have in common with Smo.
Yeah.
He's a barley wine fan. But we have a lot of those flavor profiles. I think he'll love that beer.
He will love that beer. It's a good goddamn beer.
It would have been mine. And it was most of my night. For me, it actually comes down to the Whistle Monkey. Because although Firestone... although Firestone... But think about it. Firestone typically for us is 3.5 to 4.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So we know what to expect. It jumped. So not only was our highest scored,
It was so good.
it's also a beer
Substantially
that
higher.
for us we have an expectation, and it's a clear expectation. It's online, like we have recorded our expectations for Firestone at this point, and it jumped it. So for me, other than that beer, if you take
I really thought about Whistle Monkey.
if you take Whistle Monkey out of it, it's Taj Mahal all day long, 7 days a week. I plan on buying that beer. I've never had a bomber that I was like, I'm buying 7 of these.
Time to Total Wine close tonight?
11, unfortunately.
All right, well.
We might be heading over there.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I mean, we take a little siesta before the movie review.
I'm okay with that if we do that.
I mean, I can't drive. My tire's flat.
Well, we'll
but
take the Jeep.
I've been so advised.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, that's a fun beer of the night because that's a legit argument.
Yeah.
Like, and it's from beers that you wouldn't necessarily expect us to be, especially when Revolution was in this.
Right.
Revolution was in this beer tonight.
Well, we always know that Revolution's going to bring it, and that wasn't their strongest showing.
It still was a 4 1/4.
It was still good, but like compared to other Rev stuff, like everything else, I think I
great.
prefer.
That Jose Gose made an argument for being beer of the night.
It did.
I'm telling you right now, though, I'm so happy with tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Check out all our friends on the right side of your screen. Check out
Turf's Up Radio.
Thank you. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Our drunken shenanigans.
Because that's true. And make sure you guys listen to our Drunken Movie Reviews. It's the Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. You can find it on Instagram, which that Instagram will start being updated this week. I am very excited. I'm so pumped for like the
It's
social
holiday
media
movie
thing.
month, baby.
It is. It's my kind of movie month. October I love, but Christmas is my thing. So we'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you check it all out. White Christmas is coming up later. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Oh, but Hog being cute.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, the very baby-faced.
I love it when I can tell Tyler's getting a good buzz and he wears his hat sideways.
It's actually very accurate. Later.
like Ryan.
No, Ryan's is more here.